Talk the Kēki, not in Iran.
Konnichiwa!
Minasan, konnichiwa.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the exhausting episode of Talk the Kēki. We're going to be talking about rom-coms. We're going to talk about Misfit coming back. Rudis is a horrible person still.
But we love it.
Yeah, but we love it. I'm Matt, and to join me, as always, Ethan, what's going on, buddy? How you doing?
I'm tired. I didn't watch any anime today, so that'll be an easy thing since I'm all caught up except for today's episode. So we're good there.
Yep.
I'm all right. I got a new tattoo for those watching. Number 8. Hunter.
He's at number 8. He's got a Hunter one. He's going to be looking like Post Malone soon.
I got the Hunter. So you know what's crazy? So there's 2 other tattoos, and they're actually big tattoos that I have planned at some point. So the first one, I probably on the same arm since I already have tats on this arm. So I'm probably just going to go left. If I ever get a full sleeve, I'll probably go left. But or I could go right. It'd be right. Whatever, regardless. One of my arms. I'm gonna have a Taino Indian because I don't really rep Puerto Rico much, but I should still rep my heritage in some capacity. Right. So I'm gonna get a Taino Indian of some description on this side, and on the other side, man, everybody's I'm having issues trying to fucking post. We're having trouble streaming to Facebook. No wonder. Fucking hell. And on the other side,
yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
On the other side, I want Einkrad. You seen Sword Art Online?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want Einkrad.
Okay.
And that'll be fucking wicked. Or I could be fucking savage and get them on both arms.
There you go. Whatever you want to do.
Dude. I mean, my parents hate me already. My mom's like, that's your new one. And I was like, yeah. I was like, it's small. You know, you can cover by t-shirt. No problems. She just gave me this face. And it's funny because I used to touch
disappointment.
A little bit, you know. Wait till I get my my hoop on this side. Get my hoop. By the way, I just dropped my phone. Anybody take a guess what that is?
It's your earring.
Well, no shit, Sherlock. It's Mitsuya. Your favorite anime, Tokyo Revengers.
Yeah, I don't care.
I wish Takemichi had earrings and I could fucking get a Takemichi earring. And then
yeah, I'll kick you off the show.
Purposely cry on the show.
And then you'll forget what you're doing after a couple of minutes.
Right? Can I go back in time?
If you want, do it. Jump in front of a train.
Okay.
Do it. That's how it started for him. Do it.
Looking for a new Talk the Kēki podcast host.
Alrighty. We don't have a lot of news. Like I said, stuff didn't air like Zom 100 again. Since recording Monday, no girl, I forgot her glasses, but Tiny Senpai came back.
Yes.
And next week, no new Rent a Girlfriend.
Yes.
And something else took us taking a hiatus.
Yes.
And we got one coming back. We had Misfit back, and it was something.
I guess I'm not gonna have Talk the Kēki on my Instagram. This sucks. Or my Instagram on my Facebook. When are they gonna post Instagram? That would be fucking clutch.
You could.
Check Facebook to ensure. Check Facebook to ensure. What the fuck, bro?
How was that? Switch to the Instagram.
I wish they don't connect to Instagram. Otherwise, fucking
well, that's lame.
Yeah, no shit. And I can't
right.
Hold on, let me closely delete on Facebook. That's fine. Delete and go on Facebook and stream. That's fine. All right, remove. No problem. All right, so I removed it. Let's re-add it.
Yep.
It changes. Stuff we do on the fly, guys.
Yeah, stuff we do on the fly. While you do that, a couple of news. Dungeon People is getting a TV anime. No release date yet. What else? Seventh time loop. The villainess enjoys a carefree life married to her worst enemy. Is getting a TV anime in 2024. Insomniacs After School manga has officially ended as of today.
Sad face.
Yep. So
hopefully we get a season 2 though.
We might.
Season 2.
Anime adaptation of Demon Lord Retry sequel as getting a manga, like a sequel manga.
Mm.
And of course, sad news. Manga author Nami Sano, who created Haven't You Heard? I'm Sakamoto, has passed away on August 5th. She had cancer.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I got 36 years old, mind you.
Ah, that's even worse.
Yeah, I love the show. I love Sakamoto. So
Interesting non-anime thing that I read on Yahoo that cancer among adults younger than 50 and in the range of 35 plus is significantly up over the last several years, according to studies done by multiple universities.
fucking crazy.
Dude, it makes me so nervous, dude, when it comes to like
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, like we have so much time to fucking live, and it's like we get fucking cut short, especially you because you had your passing, that
Yeah.
that also puts shit into perspective for you as well.
Oh yeah, no, it does.
There's like that like feeling of mortality, like that shit fucking blows, dude.
I agree. Anyway, condolences to her, for her friends, family, loved ones.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, that is it for the news already.
All right.
Let's get to year one review.
This feels like it's gonna be a condensed show. I like this. Let's keep this, let's keep momentum going.
Let's just go. Let's just go.
No, I look like a bum today because I have to let that fucking tattoo breathe, so that's why I'm wearing it. Fucking wife beater.
Yep.
Anyway, so my one show, once again, Reign of Spellblades. Oh, I love Reign of Spellblades so much. It's been a while since I watched it, and I got drunk this weekend. So let me see. Reign of 7. And yes, that's right. This week we finally get brooms. Now it's an official Harry Potter.
Now you got brooms.
There's fucking brooms, and it's great. It's actually a good story behind the broom. So the episode actually begins with an assembly of the other remaining teachers that Oliver wants to kill, and they're like, it's been 4 months since Greenville has disappeared, so we can basically safely assume he's dead. Any of you do it? And everyone's like, no one did it. They're like, all right, well, whoever did it made an enemy of me and of Kimberly. And we get a curious teacher hanging from the wall. And he's one of those teachers, I guess he like comes in and goes as he comes along. And it makes sense given who we find out who he is later on in the episode. But he's stoking the flames a little bit between the teachers. They're all unruly fucking bitches back and forth to each other and such. So he just stokes the flames up and, blah, 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 blah. For the part of this like interaction, basically involving Greenville's disappearance, there's talk amongst the kids or amongst the students, like asking like, where is he? Where is he? Nobody knows. Oliver, of course, stays quiet. He doesn't want to say shit. But, for now, he's not around. Everyone says he just, got lost in the labyrinth because they have like the labyrinth in their room of requirement in the mirror. But he just disappeared. Okay, well, they'll go with that for now. So the episode continues after that little revelation with the 6 students. I'm sorry, 6 teachers. But basically, they have their first broom class early in the morning. Actually, no, let me back up. Something else happened before that. We have Pete. Pete is our like little like brainworm kid. Pete one night has a weird dream. And he's sweating in his sleep. He's hot. He wakes up and he's like, man, I'm hot. Let me unbutton my shirt. And he's a dude. He now has breasts. Okay. So he's got breasts. And so the entire morning he's embarrassed. He's got a higher pitched voice. He's trying to avoid everybody all he can. He's trying to avoid everybody all he can. So the first class that they're taking is the broom class. They finally get to learn how to ride brooms. Oliver, of course, he's a genius. He has his own broom. He's had his own broom. So he brings his own broom to broom class. I don't have to worry about getting a broom. Like, I'm good. I got my own. So meanwhile, everybody gets their brooms and, blah, 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 blah. And we see Nanao. And Nanao is really nervous coming into broom class, because of everything. She's not really magical. She's nervous how it's going to be, da-da-da-da. And basically the teacher that's there, and by the way, the voice actor for the teacher, he sounds like an American that speaks good Japanese. I gotta see I don't remember the teacher's name. I gotta, at some point, if I'm curious enough to look it up, but he sounded like really like English, speaking like good Japanese. So I thought that was curious. But in any case, he basically like tells let the brooms, like they're like animals, like they're living creatures in essence. So let the brooms pick you. If the brooms like you, the broom will come to you. If the broom comes to you, pick it, So everybody starts getting brooms. They start coming along. Da 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 da. And Nanao gets again. She was nervous. She gets a bunch of brooms. They all love her, but she's drawn to a particular broom that's in the center. She starts walking towards it, and the teacher is like, "Hey, don't touch that broom. That's a bucking broom. You know, it's a pain in the ass. Doesn't want nobody. Like, you know, don't touch the broom." Then I was like,
Right.
"Fuck that. I'm good." She basically like, you know, has this like conversation. It's a warm conversation, but it's a stern, firm conversation with the broom. The broom reacts. The broom comes to her. And the teacher's like, "Well, son of a bitch, after all those years of trying to tame the broom and it would always buck me off, this one student in her first day manages to ride the broom." But Oliver notices the broom, the shape, the attitude of the broom, and he's like, "There's no mistake. That's the broom that my mother used to ride when she was at Kimberly." So very curious there. Like he mentions, he's like, out of all the people that it chose Nanao. Like he says it almost in like a haughty, like surprisingly frustrated tone. He's like, of all people, it chose Nanao. Like, wow, like shockingly, you know. And he had his own broom. If he had been gone to the broom, he might have been able to connect to it himself, but he had his own broom. In any case, so there's that. They're at lunch, and this is where they start speculating about what happened to Greenville. And the curious teacher that was hanging from the wall at the beginning of the episode comes up to the students and speaks to Michelle McFarlane, right? One of the blonde girl with the crazy curls. Turns out the teacher is her father. The same father that brought Nanao to the school in the first place when he traveled Asia. Azia, Asia.
Yep.
And so, you know, there's a nice greeting, da 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 da. And we come to find out, because again, Greenville taught alchemy at the school. And what's it called? Michelle's father, the professor, he's now the semi-permanent alchemy teacher while they find out what happened to Greenville. So, you know, that's all good. Everybody has a conversation, and Pete, you know, stands out. He's like, "Yeah, I've read your book 26 times. Like, I know everything about it. I've got curious questions." And the teacher's like, "Yes, I love students like you. You put food on my table because you're so obsessed with my work. Thank you so much." And Pete starts to feel a little faint, and he steps back, and the teacher's like, "Hey, Pete, you good?" And Pete's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." He plays it off, and Oliver starts looking curious, like, interesting. And so they go to the next class, and their next class is a mechanical engineering class where they learn about the mechanical engineering behind magical items. And basically, it's one of the guys, like he's a super dick, like he's crazy, like he's pretty batshit crazy. And he's one of the guys for sure that Oliver mentions that he needs to kill because he was part of that circle that killed his mom. So basically, they start to like disassemble like magical traps. And if you don't disassemble the trap, something bad will happen to you. There's 4 traps. They break off into groups. 3 of them get taken care of. They get an hour, by the way. They get an hour to disable the traps. So they get 3 or 4. The 4th trap doesn't like what's called Pete's working on it. They can't get it in time. The trap blows up, and everyone's like, "Run away!" Because the trap, when it blows up, is a bunch of poisonous snakes. So they're like, "Oh shit, this is crazy." So fucking go! Everybody run away. Pete faints because Pete don't feel well, right? Pete doesn't feel well this entire day. So he faints. Oliver rescues him, gets bit by the snake, and everyone's like, "Oh shit, oh shit." But then he one of the other guys, what's his dick? Give me a second to find his name. He's one of the other like MCs that's part of that core group. Spellblades. Guy Greenwood. Guy comes over, he douses himself in water, runs electrical, like a thunder spell on his body, and the snakes all attack him, and they all get electrocuted and they die. The professor's like, "Oh, here's a lollipop for everybody." Not to mention the lollipop acts as an antidote if you got bit. So Pete's like, "Thank you, Oliver. I appreciate you for saving me." Oliver's like, "No problem. It's what a friend would do, and we need to talk." So they go to a private like classroom, and they're like, like he's like, "What's going on? Like, like you're not yourself. Like tell, like you can confide in me." So Pete unbuttons his shirt, shows Oliver his breasts. Not the full breast, just the top. He's like, "I got boobs now." And then he's like, in order for me to confirm, I got to check your bottom. And he's like, no, do not pull my pants down. Like, I'm a girl. I'm a girl right now. I'm officially a fucking girl. And he's like, okay. And he's like, by the way, I'm curious. have you ever felt like out of place? Like, have you ever questioned your sexuality? And Pete's like, he shakes his head, yes. He's like, have you ever felt out of place with like the opposite sex or with your current sex rather? So like, have you ever felt out of place being in a group of guys? And he goes, sometimes, yeah. And he's like, okay, I know exactly what's going on with you. He's called, you're a reversee. A reversee is basically someone that has the ability to willingly change sexes. And he's like, listen though, he's like, what you have is a gift. He's like, you're not like, there's nothing wrong with you. You're not weird. You're not perverted. Like, you're not broken. You're not a fucked up human being. You have a gift that you can do this. And he's like, one of the best examples of how I could show you what's a gift is I want you to cast a thunder spell. And he goes, huh? What do you mean? He's like, you had trouble casting thunder spells in the past, right? And he goes, yeah. And he's like, all right, cast it. He casts a thunder spell. It's powerful. It's strong. And he's like, wow. And he's like, did you ever notice like there's like certain spells have different correlations based on gender? So like you may be good at wind because you're a dude, but you may suck at thunder because you're not a girl. Well, now you can interchange once you figure out your powers, your magical abilities, you'll be able to interchange between them. And like, all right, well, I need a thunder spell. I'm going to turn into a chick. Thunder spell. Like, fuck, I need a fire spell. So turn yourself into a dude. Fire spell. He's like, that's a gift, dude. And he's like, no matter what, like, I'm going to be there for you. Like, don't be scared. Like, I'm not going to judge you. I won't snitch you out to anybody. And, you know, Pete feels, you know, kind of happy about that. He feels good. And then all of a sudden the door opens. They're like, who the fuck is that? And it's, I forget her name, but she's the student council vice president. And she's like, I overheard your conversation. Don't worry. I'm not going to tell anybody, but I help people like you. I want you to come to this place in the labyrinth at 8:00. He hands him an invite to a place. Okay. He asked Oliver to go with him. And so they go together. He's going as a friend. And they see the student council president there. And they're like, what are you doing here? And it's like, part of my job as a student council president is we need to, you know, conduct routine checks on any sort of social gatherings within the school. So I'm just doing my job. Right? No problem. So they get to the room. They open the door. And there's a bunch of people in this gathering. And basically, this gathering is for all sorts of people at the school that have like sexually affected magic or sexually affected powers, such as reversies and other sort of sexual, like, you know, things that deal with sexuality or male female composition, etc. And so everyone's like, you know, telling Pete like, hey, you know, they're very friendly. They're like, dude, loosen up. You're amongst friends. No one's gonna laugh at you or judge you. Like, you're good, right? And then this episode basically ends with with like the student council president. Somebody's in the background playing the violin. I think it's Oliver's brother or something playing the violin, and this enchanted voice is singing this beautiful song. And Oliver and Pete have another conversation. Oliver asks Pete like, hey, you're a chick. Do you still want a room? Like, I can ask them to give you your own private room while you deal with this. And Pete's like, no, I don't want to be alone. I need somebody, you know, to be there with me. So, you know, no better person than the only person that knows my secret. And he's like, I am going to put a curtain between us, though, you know, because it's awkward. He's like, all right. Oliver's like, all right, no problem. Do you? All good. Right. So happy moment for them. They return back to in an after credit. They return back to the dorms, and everyone's asking, like, where'd you go? Where'd you go? We were looking for you. We were nervous. And they were like, oh, you know, we just went to go practice spells. And they're like, why didn't you tell us? We would have gone to help you. He's like, no, Pete just wanted to go alone. I went with him. All good. No problems. So they all go inside. They're gonna go eat dinner. Everything's good. And the episode ends with some creepy fucker in the window on like the second or third floor of the building, looking down. And they look at Oliver and his friends. They're so cute. I hate it. And then he has like this like little snarky, sinister laugh to end the episode. So this is what I was telling you, Matt. This is the somewhat, you know, their version of inclusion.
Right.
You love inclusion. I don't mind inclusion.
Sure. All right. Very good though.
There we go.
All right. I'm gonna start Atelier Ryza because I did actually skip last week.
Again.
Well, I skipped something else last time, but it wasn't that.
Oh, I thought it was Atelier Ryza you skipped last time.
I actually skipped Undead the first time. The
one you like even more.
Yeah. So. But yeah, I'll talk about episode 7 real quick. Basically, picked up where it left off with the monster that was by their hideout. So Ryza and the gang can't really hang out there for right now. So they'll all do their own thing for a little bit. Claudia wants to get more involved, so she has Leela teach her archery.
Mm.
So she does that. You know, she's not good. She's not great with a bow at first, till she eventually gets better at it. Excuse me. And there is a debut of a merchant named Rami. She's in help for a fashion show of sorts because she has dresses for Jonah, and she wants to figure out what dress would look good for the prince to please her prince. So Claudia and Ryza, they get dragged along in it. So they both try on these beautiful dresses. And Jonah decides to take all the outfits. So she'll take them all.
Mm-hmm.
Give her prince a variety.
Mm-hmm.
And during this, Romney's pendant broke, and Ryza says she'll take it. She'll repair it with her alchemy. So that happens.
Yep.
And then what you call it? Claudia, she wants to do more of the adventures that they got go. She wants to tag along with Ryza, and then her father's like, "Hold on, motherfucker!
Mm-hmm.
No daughter of mine is gonna be hanging out and getting in danger."
No.
So I'm gonna test Ryza to see if you're worth hanging out with her.
All right.
So Ryza, you're gonna clean the room where the water leaks without help from Let's and Tao.
Mm.
So clean up yourself. So she uses her alchemy to plug up the hole. She cleans it up. Test 1, sure. And now the second test is going to be in episode 8, which we're going to talk about right now. This is also good for her because that means she gets to try out her alchemy in front of everybody, basically.
All right.
All right, so basically, there's like a bunch of rubble in some area. And basically blow it up, but without causing any more damage. So that's what she does. You basically use it to clear the trash and rebuild the house that was busted.
Mm.
So Ryza does figure out what to do. Like, she has bombs, but impact is powerful, so she has to learn a little bit more advanced alchemy to find a way to still condense the impact of it, so it won't go over the place. So that was the first half of this, mostly like she was like reading through the books. She figured out she combined two materials, like a bomb with something else. It just condenses the impact, no mess, and there'll be a little bit of a shockwave. Does it? Thing blows up. Materials are everywhere, and basically she passed the test. Shockwave in the air. People are like, "Oh, this alchemy is pretty cool."
Mm-hmm.
So all that was going on, and these two fucking jackasses, Bose and Lumbar, they just pop in and out randomly in these episodes. Like, oh, look at these people, look at these squares. Figure they can make a difference, basically. The nerve. Then Let's like, hey, motherfucker, shut up. Or I'm gonna kick your ass. Then fucking Ryza like, hey, you called my fake a fireworks show, so did you enjoy the fireworks?
Mm-hmm.
And like they walk away in disgust. What's happening? People like want to learn more about alchemy, especially these two little fisherman teenagers. And then Ryza's mother sees Len's father, drunk in the morning. Regular beer is like you're drinking early. Like, does it piss you off that much that people are praising Lent? Is does it piss you off that Ryza's getting the same thing? And she shut up right away. Like, see, you shut up.
Maybe a sandwich now.
Yeah, he would say that. No, he's a former soldier. He's just a drunk now, and he's just jealous of his sober son. That was really it for that episode. For episode 8, they're just okay. Nothing crazy. So, moving on. Let's see. Not that one. Let's do Devil Part-Timer.
All right.
Alrighty, where are we at? It is episode 6, right? Basically, Chiho's school is basically the center of a demon attack from last week. There's a demon up on the roof named Tsubasa. And basically, she is a part of the shard of the Yesa Jewel. As a part of Alice Rames. And basically, he came to the human world because he hates Mao's new generals, which she is one of them. Like Mao's group of friends are like these new generals. So they're like, who the fuck are you people? Like being Mao's right hand man. Like, no. I'm a demon, and you're just what? Like a manager of a McCafe. So fuck you. So basically, she goes to distract this demon while waiting for reinforcements to show up. While that is happening, Mao talks to the elder gentleman with the older version of Alice, the daughter, and he comes to find out when talking to him that the old man is actually Emi's father, and the other girl is the younger sister of the baby. So yeah, taller girl, but you're still younger sister. So okay, sure, why not? Basically, they're looking for Emi. So Mao's like, you know what? Like, I got a situation with the school, but I also cannot leave you because you're Emi's dad, and I'm gonna lose you if I leave. So you're coming with me. You're basically to my shitty apartment. And while that's happening, Rika, the human girl, is talking to Ashia. Like, hey, you better explain everything that is going on right now. Why were they flying in the air? Like, tell me.
Because magic did.
Well, he was trying to make an excuse like, oh, it's this new drink that they're trying out. It's a test run. Like, yeah, that's it. And she's like, bullshit. You're gonna tell me. And that's when fucking Mao, the father, and the other sister were like knocking on the window. So now they're also floating. So now she's also confused as far like, what the fuck is going on? So they still keep Rika in the dark more when Aisha talks to Emi's father, which is his name is Nord. So
VPN?
No, not NordVPN. Wait, they're talking their demon language. That way Rika doesn't hear. Even Aisha's like, forgive me, I'm about to be rude for a minute. That's when they talk in a different language. Basically, it was to drop the father off while this other daughter thing takes takes Mao to the school where Lucifer and everyone else is heading. Tsubasa, he throws a little fit, is about to attack Chiho, but he gets stopped. Episode ends there. Not a lot happened. It's just more of, hey, her dad's alive. And Alice has a taller but younger sister. Cool. So, yeah, nothing to write home in that one.
All right.
All right. Undead Murder Farce. But where we left off, water comes from underground from where they were while trying to guard the jewel of the penultimate night. Eventually, Sherlock Watson, they all grab the safe. They get out. They get out of the water. And they were talking to someone, Lestrade. But no, it was Lupin in disguise again.
Not the third.
Yep, not the third. But basically, he talks about how he has the penultimate jewel. Like, I win. Then Sherlock's like, no, you didn't. That's actually a fake. That's
of course.
Fake one. Because I knew you would do this. So
okay, Jojo.
So I outsmarted you. And we hid it somewhere else. And it's in Watson's coat pocket. But Lupin's like, oh, yeah, I took that too. In your car, in your fucking box of cigarettes, right? Like, yeah, I knew that already. Deuces.
How do you feel about that type of shit? Because I'm not really a fan. Like, I've seen it a couple times.
That's how Lupin is, and that's how Sherlock is too. So it makes sense.
That's just, I get annoyed by it. Like, you thought I was going to do this, but I did this. I knew you were going to do that, so we went ahead and did this. But if I did this, you might have done this, and so I did that instead.
Oh, that was it after that. Charles like, but yeah, Charles like, shit. Lupin. Yeah, Lupin was able to escape. Eric or Phantom, he has the safe. They're getting away. and basically there was nothing in the actual diamond was never in the safe. It's Aya, the headless girl. She put herself in the safe before they got in that room. So while that happened, Suguru, he was holding the bird cage, but there was no head in there. So we thought he was like talking to her. So because Suguru was following the carriage to Lupin's hideout. So Lupin and Eric they separated. So it's Suguru, he jumps through the roof, glass breaking. He's like talking about this random story. We didn't know what it had anything to fucking do with it. But I was like, okay, fine. He's just rambling. He's a sideshow guy. Why not?
Sure.
So Reynold, one of the people that are like in the neutral party, like wants to like kill either one of them. So Reynold, Lupin, and Suguru, they're in a freeway fight for the penultimate diamond. Like Reynold was about to he shot a gun, but Lupin got out of the way, almost shot the Suguru. They're all fighting back.
He pulled out a gun and he shot the bullet.
No,
and they're like, no, it canceled each other out.
No. He's the only one with a gun. Suguru doesn't use a gun.
Okay, Cash Wheeler.
Yes.
Strap Wheeler.
Yep. What you call it? Fucking Lupin almost lost the diamond. So you know what? Fuck this. He threw it. He threw it out the broken hole in the roof. Like, okay, no, don't get it. But they're all like chasing each other, like fighting in the air. They're fighting on the ground. So while that is happening, there is a group of people: Aleister Crowley, Carmilla, Jack the Ripper, Moriarty, and Victor Frankenstein.
Bro, all these fucking people from all these like 1800 stories.
Yeah, it's in the 1800s.
Where's fucking what's his face? Where's what's his name?
Jekyll and Hyde?
No, I was Mark Twain.
No, there's no Mark Twain yet.
Waiting for Mark Twain.
I'm waiting for Mark Twain. He'll probably show up.
1,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Is that too?
Yeah.
What other old?
Like I said, I think we'll get Jekyll and Hyde mostly.
We're gonna get what's it called? The Telltale Heart next. What are we getting?
I don't know what else we're getting, but basically
that wouldn't surprise me at all. Like, and here's Edgar Allan Poe from the dead.
They could. Basically, their plan for the 5 is basically grab the diamond and kill everyone. And Crowley's like, so if I see Lupin, I can kill. I mean, if I see Sherlock, I can kill him, right? So do what you want. Like, okay,
good luck.
Cool. Yeah. Carmilla is a vampire, so she's left with Crowley.
Corey Graves.
No.
I love these correlations that they're just throwing at you.
Yes. But what you call it? They split up. Carmilla's a vampire. She starts killing people while fucking Crowley just snaps fingers. Everyone's on fire, sets them all on fire.
Oh, I wish that was the way the world worked.
Yeah.
How dare you cut me off? Oh!
Well, Crowley's a magician, so.
Oh.
So okay. while that's happening,
get your heart out, gentle criminal.
Exactly. What's that girl's name that was with Reynolds? Double Darts. She hunted down the Phantom.
D's. Double D.
Well, she's not on a roll today, baby. But Double Darts found Eric before the maid Shizuku did. So basically, shot at Eric a bit, shot him in the arm, but he was able to get away. And then Carmilla, she found Lestrade in a room, and she was about to kill her. The maid came in, fucking kicked the girl in the face, got her out.
Okay.
I knocked her out, and she's looking for the Phantom. Like, have you seen him? It's like, I haven't seen him. And the fucking vampire's like, hey, you kicked me in the face. You're gonna fucking ignore me?
Right.
It's like, no, are you the Phantom? No, that had nothing to do with you. So I'm gonna go find him so I can kill him. That was my mistress's orders. And it's like, well, I'm gonna fight you anyway. I'm a vampire. You can't kill me. Oh, and the maid actually has. She finally opens up her weapon. It's like a silver cross with a pistol. It's something that can kill a vampire. So we're gonna have that fight in the next episode. And then Sherlock and Watson, they meet Crowley. It's like, oh yeah, like I finally meet you, Sherlock. So basically, I'm gonna use this magic to kill you. And Sherlock sees through his hands. He's about to throw like a poison dart, but Sherlock saw it really quickly, dodge out of the way to like grab it. Like, oh, so basically, like you're just an illusionist. So like, you're still using your hands. You still got little props that are like hidden. You just hide them very well with how quickly your hands are. So there's nothing like real about your magic. So Crowley fucking opened up his jacket. There's like a bunch of like bombs, needles. He's about to go fight. He's going to be throwing fire soon.
All right.
So we're getting all these little fights to build up for the next episode. So cannot wait for that.
Fantastic
Indeed. Alrighty, Masterful Cat. Let me see where.
How masterful was this cat this week?
Oh, he's always masterful. But basically, of course, Saku's at work. She's having another prepared lunch by Yukichi. And her coworker sees like, again with these fancy lunches. Like, who are you trying to impress? It's like, oh yeah, like, basically like you're not gonna marry anybody. And then Saku's like, it has like marriage, yeah. But yes, that is what they realized because she's fucking useless. So basically, she had a scenario where her and Yukichi, like Saku gets married and Yukichi is part of the package deal, and Yukichi is like so good at everything. Her husband, her imaginary husband, would leave Saku to go with Yukichi. It's like, oh yeah, I'm taking your cat, by the way. So Saku gets upset. She gets home. He's like hugging Yukichi, and she's like, hypothetically, if someone made twice as much money as me and they said they have you, he just gave a thumbs up, like,
do it.
Good. He's like, no hesitation. No. So if he makes twice as much as I made and wanted you, like, yep, go.
Do it.
Yes. Like, I'll go with him. Fuck you. So she was so upset. It's like, no, fine. I'm gonna defend for myself. I'm gonna do it myself. So I'm gonna learn these things. Like, I'm gonna learn these things. And then she got tired. Like, I'll do it tomorrow.
Of course. I thought you were gonna tell me she got drunk.
No, she didn't get drunk. She didn't get drunk yet.
Yet. Okay.
Yeah. But she does try, and eventually, she was watching a horror movie with Yukichi, and she got scared. She's like, but she doesn't want to admit it. So she's like, it got to the point where she was afraid to take a fucking bath. It's like, oh no, I gotta walk. She doesn't want to be alone.
Stank pussy.
So Yukichi eventually gets her in the bath, and she sees like she's a shadow figure of Yukichi, so she thought it was like a monster and all this. Like, Even though Yukichi had like this, his usual glare, smirk, whatever you want to call it. So eventually, she finishes her bath, and she's afraid to go to sleep. Yukichi helps her. He cuddles next up to her, like helps her sleep a little bit. And she gets up. She gets up in the middle of the night. She goes to try to have a drink of water, but she sees Yukichi, like how cats go, like they go by the sink, tilt their head, look in the water from the sink. Yukichi was doing that, and she took a picture, and then he just glared like you better fucking delete that. But eventually, she calmed down, started to feel better, a bit, and then she had a beer. Forget all happened. That was the first half of it. And the second half, Saku was looking at cats on social media. And he's talking about, what? I look at all these cats, but I still say my cat is cute. He doesn't really act like a cat. But it still made Yukichi smile, all this.
Tiger,
Yep. And basically, so Yukichi is like trying to reenact all these things that a cat does. It's failing. So, and then eventually, like Yukichi, treats her like a nice meal and all this because he's getting all flustered, saying how cute he is and all that. Like giving him compliments. So, nice, sweet little moment for that. And then we go to the morning. She was Saku. She was running a little bit late for work, and through her like days like running around, she actually spilled her coffee on the wall, on the counter, and Yukichi had this face of defeat, I'm going to fucking kill you.
Why couldn't you leave me with the man?
Yes. So basically, Yukichi just loses his mind for a bit, but he goes over to the wall and rips the wallpaper. Basically, he had it set because he knew she was incompetent. So he had it as like a thing, like, you know, take this. Wall's fine. Wall's fine. Everything's fine.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Sharpens
like,
cleaver.
Basically, get out. Yeah. No, so basically he removes all the rest of the wallpaper. He has extra wallpaper, puts it up. No, he bought it. He came prepared. And he saw...
I knew this bitch would be stupid and fuck my wallpaper up.
Oh, he does. He knows she's useless in everything. So...
Shame.
Yep. And yeah, he sees the coffee stains on this desk thing. So he basically takes it apart, rebuilds it into like a new type of dresser and all this.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. He's like, a master cat used to know when to be handy with the crafts.
What doesn't this cat do?
I don't know yet. But yeah, you can have this like extreme OCD, clean up the house from top to bottom. Like, it's good to have a clean house, but it's also have a balance so you don't like feel impure, you don't feel stressed out. Like, it's basically a balance of mess and dirt type of thing. But yeah, he has like a balanced house. And yeah, Saku's just her intolerance of just everything. He's just like, gonna kill her.
Yep. Still a theme. Killer. Koros.
Well, that was last week when she was drunk in the park bench. Like, I'm gonna have to grab the frying pan. I'm gonna hit her.
Why did you have a knife sharpener?
Yep. So that was that. That was fun. Very fun time. All right. As always. All right. Main event for me, link click. We picked up where we left off. What you call it? Lee is with Jaishi and Wang Yang, the girl detective.
Yep.
Basically, yeah, we find out. Yeah, Lee is Red Eyes. She is Red Eyes, and she can control them when she's like when she holds on to them. So they're in a blank daze, like they don't know what's going on. As they're escorting her out of the police station. And Jin Kwan, the former detective, he's like he told Lee like all this stuff, like how to do it, what to do. This is how you get out. If you go through here, there's no cameras. Do that. There's a boat waiting for you. You'll be out of here. We got who we want. We got Zheng. We'll be scot-free. So that's the plan.
Yeah.
So Lee, Zheng, and Wang, Detective Wang, they go past the police gates. Wang told the guard, they go, I'm just taking them to get something to eat. Because, long interrogation, long night. They go through like this abandoned district of the town where like, there's no cameras or anything. Then we go flash back a little bit when the guards who were supposed to guard Lu Guan. Basically, they heard a glass break in. They get in. Lu Guan's gone. So that's when they called Detective Zhao, and then they called their friend Ling.
Always impressed at you with these fucking Chinese names. Always impressed.
Basically telling that Lu Guan's gone. They're trying to look for him. They're trying to figure out where could he be. Is where Zhao Li figured like they're probably in the abandoned area, so he's gonna go there.
Of course.
No, because basically it's because he knows Jin Quan is like behind it. So basically that's something he would do. He's also to the guard, like, did you see where they went? They go, hey, so they were getting food for you and them. Like, is that what's not going on? He says, call reinforcements, like back up right now, basically. And we go to Lee, Wang, and Cheng. They go to basically they didn't need the detective anymore, so they had her restrained. while Lee and Chang they go forward.
Mm.
And then what you call it? Ling Krao, the girl, she's not there yet. It's just a detective right now. So Xiao Li, he sees the other detective Wong, gets her out of the cuffs, and says, "Okay, we're gonna find them to split up because I have." As she said, he talks about how she had a tracker on Chang for the recording device when they were listening in.
Mm-hmm.
So Xiao Li, he's following that, and for the girl, there's an ambush. It's an ambush of people.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, Jin Quan, he knew, like, basically he's like, you know what, if something does happen, we got it covered. So that's why he had some men, like, you know, if anyone comes by, kill them. Like, So Detective Wong, she does great with hand-to-hand combat, and she still has like the one cuff on too. So she uses the other one that's like uncuffed as like brass knuckles. So that was fucking cool. And while she's fighting these gang of people, Lee and Zhang Jiaoshi, they're at the checkpoint where someone's supposed to meet up with them. They check Cheng, and they see the recording device. And Tianji Li, the girl, Red Eyes, he's like, I said you weren't supposed to lie to me anymore. So Chen says, yeah, sorry about that. I'm not gonna lie, he's still under our control a bit. So don't worry, it will never happen again. They go past the guard. Eventually, Detective Zhao, he goes there. He fights the guard, and again, the hand-to-hand combat from both ends is fucking impressive. So I love all this shit. And then former Jin Quan, he eventually gets there, and he hits Wong in the back of the head with a bat.
Oh no!
So she's knocked out, as usual, because she's about to get rid of all these guys. She's almost done.
Oh no!
And then he says, "I want to know the failures. I want to know distractions." So he smashed her again in the head with the bat. She's dead.
Rip.
I was like, oof.
Oofa.
Yeah. So they get away. Eventually, Li Jai goes to check up on her, and he sees her dead corpse. And then Lee and Cheng, they're by the boat. They're about to get on. Ling, the friend, she sees them. She's about to like reach over to him. It's like, hey, can you get to us in time?
No.
So she's like trying to run down. Yeah, obviously no. But there's another boat coming, like high speed. It's Lu Guang. He got the boat. He crashed into that boat, and he basically pinned Cheng down to get away from Red Eyes. So he snapped out of it. So basically, now the question is, how did Lu Guan know that they were going to be there?
Because Red Eyes.
We don't know. We don't know if he got kidnapped or he escaped or he just got out on his own. So these are the questions we don't know yet, and that's going to be in the next episode, hopefully. So the first half of it was slow, but again, I love the fight. In the second half and the ending, he's like, holy shit, he's here. He's there. Like, but how do you know they were going to be there? So more questions there. So I cannot wait for that. That's it for me. Let me double check though. Let me check. Hold on.
I have Devil Part-Timer done. Oh, you didn't do Dark Gathering.
That's right. Okay, thank you.
I always gotta check.
Yep, you gotta check for me. Thank you.
So I read. So you said that. What's it called? That this guy fell in her pussy. Please elaborate when we get to that point. Please.
Oh yes.
Please.
We picked up where we left off from the last episode when Ketaro is learning from Yaoi how to deal with spirits and all this because he's serious about wanting to learn now. It's like, cool, great, excellent.
All right.
Then basically they have another spirit they're going to go to. So the three of them, they get in the car and they go to like a certain tunnel, like where they're driving through. They get there. Oh, let me find. I want to find the spirit's name before we do anything real
it's
quick.
Important. The spirit's important.
I would like to know to make it consistent.
Sure.
Or at least what this demon does.
I'm sitting all the way up for this.
Actually no. There's no name for this ghost actually. So basically, like there was another spirit here. Also before, like I always explained it, like oh yeah, there's this individual spirits. There's some that will go together. Like if they're scared or basically feel powerful, then there's also an incredibly powerful spirit. Don't worry, you haven't encountered those yet. The one I am looking for is the one that killed my mom, or that has my mom. So I am looking for that one.
Good luck.
But before that, though, Ketaro goes to Eiko's house to get her. Basically, the Eiko teases her a bit. So password. So like, all right. So the password is what are we? It's like like childhood friend. Or like no. You gotta say the thing. It's 3 words. So he's all flustered, like, so boyfriend and girlfriend. And she's like happy about it, and she has to record of when he said, I love you. Basically, get fucking embarrassed at him. Like, oh yeah, this is my new alarm. This is my new alarm now for you. So now we get to like they're in the car, they're going to the tunnel, and what do you call it? Yaoi and Keitaro, they go ahead in this tunnel. It's a roadkill ghost lady.
Okay,
that's what it is. The girl that got ran over in that tunnel.
Rip.
And Keitaro feels a hand touching him, and he follows Eiko. Like, oh yeah, she's probably scared, holding my hand. He looks back. Eiko's far away with the camera. Like, oh, did you need something? Like, the camera's battery was fucking up, so I was fixing it. It was like, so who's holding my hand? And then fucking Yaoi, she sees this, she grabs one of the dolls and like slams it against the wall, thinking she got the spirit. All right, we got it, tied it up. Job done, right? No.
The answer is no.
That ghost was the decoy, and they're in the car about to go back, and the demon, the spirit, it's like on top of the car, goes down the windshield like face first, like type to like scare them. So Yaoi jumps over from the back seat, slams onto the gas pedal to run it over. I was like, shit. So they thought they caught it this time. She has it in her bag, or it's in Keitaro's bag. Sorry, no, she has it in her actual bag. They go home. They drop Keitaro off. And the spirit is following her. It was another decoy type of face. So now the ghost was following Keitaro. She followed the Keitaro home. And then Yaoi and Eiko, they realized that when they got home, it's like, that motherfucker, son of a bitch. So they drive back to Keitaro's house, like knocking on the door. Keitaro's mom comes out. She's like, like it's 12:30 in the morning. What the fuck? Who's knocking on the doors?
The guy's gonna fuck your daughter.
Yeah.
Sorry, son.
Fuck, I'm gonna straddle your son.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking suck the soul out of him. Give it to Yaoi.
Yeah. She sees Eiko. They talk for a bit. And Yaoi's like, oh yeah, we're here because Keitaro forgot his phone. We wanted to give it to him. Like, okay, I see. All right, fine. You can come in. They get in there. Yaoi's like,
use the phone to record us fucking.
Yeah. Yeah, Yaoi's like, she fucking fell for it.
Of course she did.
Yep. So they get in. Yaoi fights the monster a bit, and she has fucking strings like snapping his neck, like choking it out.
Of course.
Like this.
Of course.
Like choking it out, like get Keitaro out of here right now. So basically, we go between her legs, and Keitaro slides out. He's knocked out. He's unconscious.
It slides out from Eiko's legs.
Her vagina.
Like she delivered him.
Yes. You want to know. You wanted to know. I
thought it was something sexier, not.
No.
Is it like full on blood too? And
no. Just pushed out from between her legs.
There's no vaginal secretions at all.
No.
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 It's not. It's not authentic.
No, it was not. No, there's no squirt in his nose.
I mean, you would think if you're pushing out a whole adult out of your vagina, it would bleed a little bit.
But anyway,
Was she a virgin? Clearly not. Not anymore.
No. Yeah, Yaoi finally gets the real one this time. Has it. Kedro doesn't remember what happened when he was inside her.
Oh,
yeah.
Maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah. And what you call it? He's hanging out with them. He gets a phone call, and basically, hey, you're gonna tutor someone else.
Oh no!
You have another student.
Oh no!
And
Does this kid ever go to college? What does he do?
He's in college. He's a college student.
Does he go to class? Like, you never see him at class.
Probably like a couple days a week.
And he's a full-time college student?
I don't know. He just started college. Basically, there's a new girl. We don't know her name yet, but she has like star eyes.
Yeah.
Yes, he's in college. Yeah, see? That's what Starman said. Hey, Starman.
No, I know he's in college. I'm just saying, does he go to fucking class? Why doesn't anything happen in college? Well, the one episode did. You're right. The one episode where they had the hanging people, that happened at the college.
Yeah. Yeah, so stuff happens at night. And yeah, he doesn't go to school like every day. College is not like every day. That's depends on how you make your schedule.
I figured like all the animes that have college kids, it's every day.
Okay, but no Oshi, yes, no Oshi. But so that happened. I like this episode. Like, it's very creepy with the images, like of the ghosts, just the design of it, the background, like it's like a haunted background. So it's definitely one of the creepier episodes in that regard with the visual aspects of it. So I liked it for that.
Also disgusting because a whole adult man slid out of a woman's vagina. I thought it was something cool. Like, I thought like he like fell face forward into the vagina and that was the wave. No, just
it's not an ecchi, it's not an ecchi show.
That's creepy.
It is. But anyway, let's get to our togethers.
Hey, real quick side note, completely unrelated.
Sure.
Are you thinking about getting the Midnight Express set?
I do.
I'm debating it.
The problem is I hate Figures Toy Co.
Really? I don't have any figures. I don't have any real desire for figures, so I'm like,
as I say, I collect figures and like I hate their designs. Like, I hate how well I'll talk about the company. I hate how they do it.
Do you keep them in the box?
No, I'm gonna usually make like a big giant display. Yeah.
I'm really the thing that interests me the most is I think the booklet and the fucking
that's the thing. That's the thing.
I want the autographs.
Yeah, I want the autographs. Like, it is a good set. I probably will get it because I think his story when he first talked about it, was what kind of sold me on it.
Yeah,
I saw the product before the announcement. Like, I saw it on the website.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this is before the episode came out. So I was like, because basically with their stuff, it's like very cheap. Like, it breaks very easily. So it's like,
yeah, I would keep it in the box. I think it's
I think something like that will probably be in the box.
Yeah,
but I probably will get. I'll probably get the cheaper one.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. What's the difference between?
I think the $50 more is the Bobby Eaton autographs.
Oh, that one didn't have the Bobby Eaton autograph. It's just the 3. Ah, I see.
Yeah. Because some of them are Bobby Eaton's autographs.
Yeah, I probably get that one. You're right.
Yeah, so that's the one that's like $280.
Yeah, God damn, that's a lot.
Yeah,
$1,000. I better get a whore sucking my dick for this price.
But no, I probably will get it though. So.
Oh, it's the 25th anniversary scrapbook.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not cool.
So high.
Yeah, the scrapbook, certificates, and then the figures. The figures themselves would be like.
You're paying for the scrapbook, and then you're paying for freaking what's it called? You're paying for the handwritten letter.
Yeah, and what you call it? The figures themselves are like $120. You get them all together.
That's like what, $30 a figure.
Yeah, that's the normal price of a figure now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, it's a good deal. It's a good deal for the 280 then.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll get paid the day before, so I'll definitely get
Saturday, September 2nd at noon.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'll buy it too.
Yeah, and I'm not getting the $1,000 ones.
No, it's just cool for me because I have my autograph from the Rock and Roll Express.
Yeah.
So I'll frame it right next to it.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah,
Anyway, all right.
but I'll definitely be hanging up the autographs and all that for sure.
Yeah, I'll put it in a frame.
All right, let's get to our togethers. First one we're gonna start with is Misfit of Demon King Academy.
After so many fucking years.
Yeah, and now it's the 12 episodes instead of the 2 core.
I don't understand half the shit that's going on. I did not watch the previous weeks for context. So I jumped into this week and I was like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah, we're still... Yeah, this one will be quick, folks. We're more still in the flashback-ish with Shin, honestly, the right-hand man from back then that was guarding... What's her name? Great Spirit Reno. Like, they're in the forest. And basically, she's trying to teach him, like, how to, like, live life type of thing. With watering plants. And he sucks at that. When she does it, it's fine. But when he does it, it's like, the plants just die. Like, just do it with love. Like, get a smile on your face type of thing. And he cannot smile. And we find out more about him in a bit. Like, because I think that was the only important, interesting thing. While they're doing that, Alice's minions, or whatever you want to call them, they were like watching them, make sure they don't do anything. And this younger Anos is like talking to the great spirit tree from back then. And the tree tells Reno, like, "Oh, I'm disappearing. This is the way of our way. This is the way of our culture, people, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to call them." So basically, this is my fate, no matter what you did. So this is gonna be me there. And in the current timeline, talking to the great tree there, and he's like, "I'm not ready to teach you guys anything yet." So fuck you.
It's like 65 pages of a book.
Yeah, basically. And we go back again. And then what's that guy's name? Eldermaid, the guy with the hat. Yeah, Eldermaid. He confronts Reno and what's his dick? Shin. Talks about, and he talks about how Shin's like the Great Blade. This is why basically he's not human or anything or demon. That's why he's incapable of emotions, love. He's just a blade.
Just an empty hollow shell, as we'll come to hear later.
Yeah, we'll hear that later. And basically, the guy left, I think. Did he fight him or?
What guy?
The guy with the hat.
The hat on the hat?
Yeah, the Eldmond or...
Oh, he killed him. He killed him. He killed him later.
Oh, yeah, he killed him later. And now Great Spirit Reno, she's like upset at this information about him beating the blade. He's hollow, dead inside. And it's like, well, from now on, you're going to learn all this from me. I'm going to teach you how to love, like it or not. He's like, is that my orders? Like, yep. So that was the gist of it. It was like not a good return episode. What did you think?
I was so lost through half of it.
Yeah.
I was just like, when is Anos is going to turn back into being a fucking human?
Adults, when they're going to go back to, one of his subordinates is Avo's Deadly Hard. Remember that from last time?
Yeah,
we just skipped it. He's like, all right, fine. Be right back. And we're here. What are we doing?
This sealed, it's not going to get more than a 3.
No, probably not.
For sure. I think I
we
gave the season 1 a 4.
I gave it it was in my top 20 of 2020 when it came out. Was it 2020?
I don't recall.
Yeah, 2020, because this was before we did our pod in 2021. So yeah, that was gonna be a thing. I was looking forward to it. I feel like just the one season was fine, but that was it for that. Nothing really to write home about. Alrighty, we're gonna count the hour. Rom-com hours.
Yes, rom-com hour 105.25.
Yep. All right, Horimiya Piece.
So I had a long discussion with you in regards to this, and I read it. I just Googled shit, right? And
we talked about that.
I was really hoping, really hoping we get some closure, like from like the two other couples. Like I was hoping we see something with Yoshikawa and Ishikawa. I didn't even realize the dynamic between Sakura and fucking Yanagi Akane, and I was just like, oh, I hope we get something. Hope we get something out of this. So I read ahead, and it said officially in the manga, they don't ever get together.
Yep.
They just hint at it. Both sets of couples just hint at it. So the only established couples are Remy and Sengoku, and Miyamura and Hori, of course.
Yep. But yeah, this was a Yanagi episode. Throughout the whole thing.
It was basically, it was focused on Yanagi, 100%.
Yeah, basically, first one was that Yanagi left early, going to the bus. And so basically he went by himself. And then Hori, Remy, Miyamura basically didn't want to go to him. They found out the buses were being late. So they're like, okay. So Remy and Hori, they're just fucking decided to roleplay randomly.
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
To Yanagi. Yeah, no, it was funny. Remy had like a mustache. He's like, I'm not Remy, I am this person.
Right.
Then fucking Hori came in there, had a different tone of voice, no disguise though.
Yeah.
They both forgot their lives. Like,
Hori? No, I'm someone else.
Yeah, someone else. And then they forgot their lines. Like, they're talking to each other like, anyway, we forgot what we were supposed to say. We're going to continue on.
That was funny. Yep.
And then eventually fucking Miyamura, he came with like a bag of goodies.
Guys, hot cocoa.
Yeah, so basically that just ruined everything. All right, fine, whatever. Fuck it. The role plays off.
Yep.
So yeah, Miyamura gave everyone the same thing. That way no one would argue. No one would be picky.
Mm-hmm.
The hot chocolate, they got the cookies. And with Yanagi, it was basically, why were they here? Basically, they just want to leave him alone at the bus stop.
Which is cute.
It was really cute.
That was really like, yo, you're my motherfucking dog, bro.
Yes.
That was real.
Okay. What was the next part? Oh yeah, Yanagi was exhausted. We go next day. We find out he's been tardy.
A lot.
Yeah, a lot. So basically, if it happens again, he gets in trouble. And because of this, he's been having a hard time sleeping. He's been forced himself to get up early. And he has to do this 2 more times and he'll be fine. So they're like, all right, so how are we going to do this? Like, let's, we'll have Miyamura call you. And then we'll have one of them text you.
Sengoku. Sengoku. Because
he sends 20 texts.
Miyamura
and Ishikawa will call him and Sengoku will text him.
Right.
And what you call it? Yeah, Yanagi talked about how he had 2 alarm clocks and one broke.
Mm-hmm.
We found out why. So we get to the morning. Alarm clock's going off. He hits it. And he flips it. It's like, it's 1:30. I can sleep more.
And you can't see on top of that. That's why.
Yeah, it's like blurry. He's
like,
like,
can't see.
So he just slams the clock on the floor. He gets a phone call. It's Miyamura. Like, hey, it's your time to wake up. He's like, I'm not getting up. Fuck you. Hangs up.
Yep.
He goes to sleep. Ishikawa, he calls him. And midway through talking.
Click.
He tries to call again.
Yep.
And then this is where
Goku text.
Yep.
Oh,
but that wakes him up.
Yeah, that wakes him up. He's like, it was funny. Really? It was funny?
And he's like Ishikawa's like, dude, fuck you. Like, don't hang up on me.
That was rude.
He's like, well, sorry, bro. So
You didn't buy me
is,
hot cocoa yesterday, bitch.
yeah. And what was the next thing?
The friendship.
The friendship with Yanagi and Sengoku.
Yes.
Was it Yanagi trying to buy a drink and Sengoku started?
Yeah, so Yanagi was trying to buy a drink. He was undecisive, and then Sengoku's like, "Hey," and he's like, "Oh shit!" and he accidentally picks the wrong drink. Yeah, he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, dude." And he's like, "No, I just was having trouble deciding, so you just decided for me. I drink anything though; it's okay."
And it was an energy drink, I think.
Yeah, something like that. And he's like, "Oh," he starts talking just really like formal, and he's like, "We're friends. You don't got to talk formal." And so then Yanagi's like, "Well, I talk formal with people, like I talk informally with people like I want to be friends with." And Sengoku takes it the wrong way. He's like, "My heart."
He's like, "We're not friends."
My heart.
Yes.
I thought we were bros.
Yes.
Bros before hoes.
Yeah, that he's like he's talking to, I believe, Ishikawa and Shu, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're not friends. Like, what the fuck's going on? And I'd be like, I do, just chill, chill out.
Right.
He likes you. So basically, he's like, hey, you could be like Shu with your personality. He's like, absolutely fucking not.
Poor Shu.
Shu. He was tickling Yanagi.
That was funny and weird.
Yeah. Then Sengoku's like, is that what I gotta do?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, Ishikawa, let me tickle you. Like, how do I do this?
And so he comes up behind him and he's like, no. 2 cent. That was sensual as fuck, bro. Like, whoa.
Yeah. And then they got called the molester.
Whoa, are you going both ways, cowboy? What are we doing?
Yeah, and then what you call it? Yanagi's like, dude, we talking about? Yeah, we're friends. Like, I like how he is. Like, he doesn't have to change anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, then they were like mentioning like all this. They were talking to molested. Then Miyamura came in at the wrong time. It's like, what? You're
a molester?
Like what? Like no. Hold on. You got the wrong idea. So like you're this, like you're that, like what the fuck, guys? Yeah, they're like, Miyamura, why are you stupid? Why are you sweet, but why are you stupid? This was a fun episode though.
It was fun, but I'm genuinely really disappointed, like the way everything came out with Horimiya now.
I agree.
They shouldn't have done this. Give me an after story. The mangaka needs to write an after story. Let me see the two couples get together. Give me some more spotlight on Hori and Miyamura. Make it like very teen, like with some sexually suggestive stuff. Nothing over the top or anything. Like make it like you did before, like insinuate, give us some sensual moments, things like that, And I'd be like, oh, this is fucking great. No.
Right.
I can't give this anything above a 4.
Yeah. Oh no, I agree.
And that's sad.
Alrighty. Moving on. Duke of Death.
This is kind of cute.
This is a Walter episode.
I'm not a big fan of Walter.
He was okay here.
2.
Basically, first we have a dream type of episode again, like a fairy tale type of thing, like we had before. This time is with Little Red Riding Hood. So Bo-chan and Alice are in this little dream. Of course, Alice is dressed like a fucking slut.
Of course. A fine slut.
A fine slut, yes, she is. And then, of course, Bo-chan is dressed as a wolf, apparently, with the paws. Like, why am I like this? And Alice goes to the wolf's house, saying all these things. My grandma, what this and all this.
Yep.
And even the wolf couldn't resist the opai of Alice.
Of course. Mommy!
Yes. Just shrunk like a baby. It's like, I can get a hold on to you.
Titties!
Yes.
Bitties! Milk! Bro, can you imagine? Real quick, can you like possibly imagine Alice, like pregnant Alice with those titties? Bro.
Oh, fucking God.
Bro, mastitis every day.
I don't think she'll mind because it's for Bo-chan.
Oh my bro, she's gonna be like she would be a literal cow. Like just bro.
Yeah.
Utters.
Yeah,
Fucking
exactly.
utters.
She wouldn't mind. Bo-chan, time for your daily milk.
Would you like some milk with that tea, Seth?
Yes. All right, after that little flirt-in fun, we get to the real meat of the matter. First, we get to Walter. And he's talking about how he's basically fed up of being second best, never thought of. He's always the bridesmaid, but never the bride. Even flashbacks. Even Walter talks about it. I was never going to be the heir to the family fortune and all this. She's just waiting for Bo-chan to break the curse. But you know what? I am going to march forward. I'm going to go to the witch's lair. I'm going to tell the cunt, hey, what's with the curse? So that's what I'm going to do. So he finds a way to get there. It was like through some type of trick with the mirror. Like on the red moon at this time. And then the portal will appear for it. So he goes there. Like, I'm going to find out about the curse. And then on the other side, Alice says, oh yeah, Bo-chan, I'm going to the thing. I want to see my mother for myself.
Yep.
I want to see if she's lying.
Yep.
And Bo-chan's like, hey, I should come with you. I was like, no, you don't have to. I'm perfectly fine going on my own. It's like, I don't trust these people here.
I need to protect my dear Alice-chan.
Yeah, I gotta protect my maid.
Mm-hmm.
Because I ain't paying you. But so they go through. They're both there in like different times. You see Walter hiding, and then of course, who's in the tree next to them? Bo-chan and us.
Yeah. Behind them.
And while that's going on, the lesbian witches, Keto and Teto.
Mm-hmm.
They're talking about Dalif hasn't been out of the church in days. Say there's no service, there's no ceremony type of thing. What the fuck?
Right.
She really needs to get over her little fucking fears.
Right.
So Walter overhears this. It's like, oh, it's Bo-chan's fault. Her, the maid, and Cuff, Zane, all those people, fuck them. But mostly the guy in the top hat.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah, then Walter's like, I know, it's like, I hate him too. And then, yeah, they see everybody. Everyone sees each other.
Yep.
So Bo-chan's like, oh, I'm going to distract them, so I'm going to run away.
Nigeru!
Nigeru! So he does that. Walter gets teased by this tiny little thing.
I hated it.
Calls him the second son and all this.
I hated this.
I know. Who was he with? Was he with Alice or? Yeah, he was with Alice.
Yeah, because he stole Alice's pendant that had her mom's picture in it.
Yes. So, Walter's trigger meter was going off. I was like, second son.
He had a little teapot. That was kind of cute, though. He had a little teapot.
He had his limit break. He activated his bunkai.
Yeah.
Eventually, he gets into the sanctuary. He sees Dalif.
Dalif,
whatever.
I like this part. What you're getting to?
Yeah. Dalif is like, she's like they saw my face. How dare they? She has a little flashback, PTSD with her sister. Like basically ripping her face apart.
You don't ever see it. You just hear the sounds, and the sounds are pretty grotesque.
You hear the scream, like you just see the hand coming out,
and then you hear the fucking flesh ripping.
So it's either she probably grabbed the face, pulled it, or just clawed it down,
and then stitched her back up.
Yeah.
Out of all the things, you couldn't like dye your hair, you couldn't like shave an eyebrow,
wear a different
outfit, missing tooth,
something.
No, you just gotta go for
or like jewelry, like literally anything.
Or a nose ring, an eye ring.
Yep. No.
Lip piercing.
This was the only way.
Facial mutilation.
Yep.
Okay.
It was the only way.
Okay.
Yeah. So Walter, he sees her. They're talking. He's like, I understand. Like, I understand your pain of basically being fucked over by an older sibling.
Right.
Again, that shouldn't happen. Like, get rid. And then she was like, "What should I do?" It's like, move forward. Like, don't let this like be your own person. Don't let the fear just ruin your life forever. Otherwise, you're never gonna get out of it.
Yeah, some real life advice.
Yeah, coming from the guy that hates the number 2.
Well, he's used to
So
it. That makes sense. You can speak on
Yeah.
those matters.
you can. So she's like, you know what? You're right. So I'm gonna, I don't need the mask anymore.
Nope. The veil.
So she gets to the door, and Bo-chan
and
tied
Alice are
up.
chained up in a BDSM fashion. No, I'm just kidding. Not like
Yeah,
that.
no,
They're chained up.
Alice wouldn't mind.
Mm-hmm.
But
No, probably not. She
What?
definitely seems to have to be flogged. She likes to be flogged, huh?
No. She's definitely into hardcore BDSM for sure.
Oh, dude.
But yeah, that's how they're
How
talking
much
about
of the top hat will fit in your bum? 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, ow, 4 inch, 5,
Stop
6
it.
inch, 6 inch. A little bit of time. Safe word.
No, I don't think she'll have a safe word.
What's your safe word, Matt?
Oh, we don't have one.
Full send.
No, it's just the normal yellow for like, hey, take it easy, and red is stop. That's the basic one, so we just use that. But yeah, they see her without the mask. She's like, fine, do your service.
Go ahead.
And that's
Cereal
really
ball.
it. Decent episode.
I didn't like the middle. The beginning was okay. Middle fell off. End was good.
Yep. So nice little development from Walter in that regard.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm all for that. Let us move on. We have no glasses today.
No, we had last week's.
I said we talked about it already.
Oh yeah, we did. That's right.
Yeah. All right. So let's go to Rent a Girlfriend.
Work is texting me. Ugh. Goddamn. Does my boss not do anything? Like, what do you do with your life?
No, they don't do shit.
Oh my god. Oh, I mean, I guess you sell your soul for $100,000+ a year.
Yep. But basically, we get to it's Ruka's birthday. And so Kazuya has to do whatever she wants. And
Right.
Ruka gets to the apartment, pops the party popper, says, surprise, happy birthday, like happy birthday. And then Kazuya's like, not too loud. You're gonna wake up the neighbors. So she goes inside. Basically, we're going to the pool. I'm getting my swimsuit. This is what I want.
Mhm.
You're gonna do this with me.
Mhm.
No ifs, ands, or buts. You're mad. And this is the degenerate Kazuya episode. We get back to his old ways a bit. Where he's conflicted with who he wants to be with. We get Ruka with the bikini. Looks nice.
Yeah,
Polka dots with the white.
she does. She's
So
17, so it's hard to like sexualize her. But I mean, I've seen so many fucking dojin of fucking naked Ruka with her shit out. And it's like, oh, I'm just used to it now.
Yeah, pretty
Sexualize her a
much.
tiny bit, but you know.
Yep. Don't get him started.
Oh, I'm getting started, motherfucker.
No.
I'm getting fucking full fucking rared to go, buddy.
Yep.
For this ramming I'm about to give this episode.
So basically, all eyes are on Ruka from everyone in the pool. Married people, teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
They're all looking at her. And then they see who she's with. It's like, oh, it's this guy.
This fucking geek.
Yeah. Why him? And then of course Kaja does the whole, oh, what was me? Why did she like me?
Fucking idiot.
He starts regressing a bit.
Idiot.
Yep. Okay. But they go to the pool a bit. They're having fun. He has to go to the restroom. He goes back. He sees that Ruka's not in the pool. She's basically like curled up on the beach seat. Like, what's the matter? Like, I need sunscreen. You're gonna put it on me.
No.
Like, all right, well, okay. So he does it. Like, Like, nothing sexual. Nothing sexual. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. But before this, he's like having like, does she want to kiss? Does she want me to fuck her? Like, what is these desires she wants on the birthday that I cannot say no to?
Bro, they're alone. They're in the shade. No one's bothering him. He's rubbing her down with some screen. Like, I'm not even trying to make it it's on a silver platter.
Yeah, she starts moaning a little bit from the sunscreen because she said it was cold. She's like trying to bite her lip, trying to hold it in while he's rubbing this. And then he's like, "Oh, it's empty. Oh no, it's."
Oh, you forgot she let out. She did let out a little moan.
Yeah, and that's what made him like squeeze the bottle. Like, what about the front? Nope, it's empty. Nope, fuck you.
Nope. And by this point, he's full wood.
Yep,
he is full wood.
And that part of the day, that end. Well, first she had ice cream, and of course it's out of Kazuya's pocket.
Of course, he's dead broke.
Of course he is. He spent almost $1 million for a girl he's never gonna get
until season 8.
Yeah, until season 8.
Fuck my life.
But yeah, he's just like, but I should really be with Chizuru. Like, I need to. But Chizuru's busy with something else. We'll get to that later. Where did they go after this? It was starting to be nighttime, right?
No, after this they went to. Well, yeah, it was nighttime by definition. It was dark. They went to dinner.
Yes. They're having the dinner, and of course she's immature. Let's just say that she's just immature.
Just a little bit.
He's like, I'm gonna eat all this food. Fuck it.
Yep.
I still love in the dub. She called her a firsty hoe.
It's great. That's the best thing that's happened this season. Is the thought comment.
The thought, you're trash, you hoe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, with Kazuya, it's just more of he just sees Ruka as a child. That's why he just can't get into her. Like, yeah, she has a mature body. Her advances probably, but again, she's still immature. She's not. Let's be real. She's not a college student.
Like 1 year makes a difference. You don't magically fucking become mature from the time you leave high school.
I know, but basically, she's acting like a child. That's still
all the time.
Yeah, so that I can see.
I feel like all women act like a child at some point, especially early on in a relationship.
Yeah, one's a child, one's an edgelord, one's a psychopath, and one's a mute.
I'm waiting for the cripple next.
No one got crippled yet.
Kazuya would be the creep to want to fuck a girl, crippled girl, huh?
If it was Chizuru, yeah.
Yeah,
Chizuru got into an accident. Sure. What happened after the dinner? Oh, after the dinner,
they went to the little lakefront. They went to the little lakefront.
They went to the lakefront, and Kazuya apologizes to her.
And there's people making out next to them.
Yep. And he's like, I'm not doing this. I forgot. What did she say? I got to the apology and all that.
Something.
I was like, he didn't get her a gift.
Yeah, that's why she.
What the fuck?
She was pouty.
Yeah, she was right. Yeah. What? Like,
he's the worst boyfriend in the history of anime.
Basically, she just
all he has to do is beat and rape her, but she might like it.
No.
She might like it.
No, stop it.
Not the beating, but
not the rape either.
I think if Kazuya forced himself on her, she would be like, finally, after all this time, he finally wants my body.
Not like that. No, he's not that desperate. He's not that depraved. He'll just jerk off a garbage bag full of tissues.
You've got a girl!
But no, it's like, it's still like, yeah, the gift is I'm here, forced to hang out with you against my will. That's the gift.
Oh, it's not like she's a fucking like pig. She's not fucking Gorlock.
He doesn't like her personality. I think that's really it.
What is there not to like about her personality? She's a little pushy.
Yes.
She wouldn't be as pushy if you fucking were into her.
Well, he's also pushy with Chizuru, but still, he doesn't like it back.
Oh, Christ.
But
Water.
what would you call it? Now we get to the hospital. Chizuru's visiting the grandma. She's like, so how's the movie going and all this? They go, it's fine. We'll have a screen in next month. And then she mentioned that she asked about Kazuya. And he's like, oh my gosh, he is perfect. Let me tell you what he did. There was a cicada on set. He got up on the bridge. He fell down. People were worried about him. What a loser.
This is cute. Finally, the episode finally got decent at this part.
Yeah, because we're away from Kazuya and Ruka.
I mean, it's not like I like Chizuru that much.
I don't know. I think Chizuru is like my least favorite aside from Mami.
Yeah, for sure. Protect Sumi at all costs.
Yeah, Sumi, Yamori's great.
Ruka's best girl. Yamori, I wish I had Yamori as a college student.
No, she would be my best friend, just flat out. But what you call it? She gets out after like basically gushing over Kazuya. All the shit he does for him, like the Senpai is. She sees Sumi at the counter. It's a thing of flowers. Basically, was it? Did she give them to her, or was it for like was she visiting someone?
No, she saw her going to the hospital and decided to bring flowers.
Yeah,
because Sumi's amazing.
Yeah, she's nice.
Everyone loves Sumi.
Yeah, she's Switzerland. You hang out with her, you'll have a calm environment.
Indeed.
Be yourself.
One's a mute.
And this is where Chizuru.
I'm just thinking about when they were talking and she's texting.
Yep. But yeah, reads these texts and all this, like how she's great and all this. Talks about how Kazuya's a nice guy. It's making her like I don't want to fall for him. Smells like Mountain Dew and masturbation and shame.
The shame.
Yes.
The shame.
That was really the episode. This was fine. The birthday, again, it was more of degenerate Kazuya.
Piss me off.
Like he went back to where he was in like simp level.
How in the fuck is this a 5 out of 5, Sean? Please. Write in the chat. Go ahead. Go ahead, motherfucker. Tell me how this is a 5 out of 5.
No, I hate when Kazuya is like this. Like, oh god, why don't she like me? Good, like, dude, have a fucking backbone. Jesus Christ.
Just get with Ruka. She's everything you need in a girl.
Let's get Sumi, honestly.
Get Sumi.
Yeah, there's no pressure. He's himself. He's mature with her.
Well, I mean, he won't be able
patient with her. What?
He won't be able to get to the bases with her, though.
No, he would.
I think Sumi would probably like jump off a cliff if he kissed her.
No. No, she'll freak out, but I think she's warming up to him. The more she sees him, the more she hangs out with him.
Oh, was that from your board? We need to play sounds on your board.
Yeah, I gotta do that.
Yeah,
badass. But this was an okay episode. But yeah, Kazuya, do something. I don't know what it is. Just something. Just don't go backwards. I get the manga's gonna be slow as fuck, but Jesus Christ. And still no mommy. Good.
I can't. Like,
yeah,
literally.
So we're not
I want to give this a 4. I really want to. Episodes like this don't help.
No, we're at the halfway point. It depends on how you do with the movie with the grandmother. I think it will.
I hope she doesn't pass away. Yet.
No, she's gonna die before the movie.
Don't say that. That would be even fucking more depressing.
Or in the middle of the movie. Opening credits.
Oh. You're fucked up. Even I'm not saying that. That's kind of fucked up.
No, she's just like, oh, I saw your name on the screen. That's all I need. Okay. By the way, Grandpa said it sucks.
Oh no. See, Starman, I'm not taking it that far. Look at this motherfucker though. This motherfucker over here.
Yeah, there's something that just crush her spirit just a little bit. And then Kazuya can actually comfort her properly and not like, hey, let me cup of feel. Hold on. But no, we're not gonna get our mommy flashbacks. No mommy at all yet. Just here and there.
Face purple crying. What the
I think he's
fuck
trying
is
to do an emoji. He's trying to do an emoji.
face purple crying? What the fuck is
that?
that?
I think it's an emoji on YouTube.
Face purple crying.
Yes. All right, let's get to our last rom-com. The Return of My Tiny Senpai.
Yes, and it's getting good.
Half of these are fucking dreams.
They are. Your favorite.
Yeah, first it's what you call it? She's in Shinozaki, she's in a Santa outfit. Very cute, by the way.
She is very sexy.
Yes, while Takemichi is in a reindeer outfit.
Ero Santa.
It's like, hey, let me help you with these. And it's like, meow. It's like, oh, I meant I was gonna hug you, I guess. But eventually, Takemichi wakes up and he gets a text from manager. Don't worry about the dream.
Creepy.
He's like, how do you know?
3 times.
I love him.
I do love manager. Manager is slowly becoming.
I fucking love this guy.
You know, honestly, we're gonna get to it, but I'll say it now since we're talking about the manager. Manager and Hayakawa is my go-to shit right now.
Yes,
in this show.
Yeah, and we go back to like a normal day this time. Hayakawa she's making a boys love manga. She needs help with drawing.
What is with this? What is it like the boys love manga thing in rom-coms? Because I'm watching simultaneously, like when I have time, I'm watching Love is Hard for an Otaku. Same thing. Fucking Narumi loves to draw fucking
boys love is extremely popular.
Yeah, like
it is.
Is there like a high percentage of gay people in Japan? Truthfully,
I wouldn't say that, but I think just in the fiction aspect, like if mangas, they are popular. It's
like this. It's
especially for the women.
It's like a fixation of gay, and I'm like, I don't know, like fuck.
As I mean, unlike Hollywood, their gay stuff is pure.
Come to America, you'll get plenty of gay.
Yeah, but it's like forced Hollywood generic shit.
You want to feel gay? Drink a Bud Light, right, Kid Rock?
Oh god, no, Sean, make a clip of this. Send it to Kid Rock.
You want to be gay? Drink a Bud Light.
I wish I could quit you.
Brokeback Mountain.
Gonna make a new Brokeback Mountain song with his fucking hick music.
Oh god, and it'll be SummerSlam's theme next year.
Oh my god. But yeah, Hayakawa, she needs help with this drawing. So like, oh yeah, Akina, manager draws. It's like, hey, can you help me with this? Like, sure. Like
I'd love to.
Yeah, it's like I'm happy. Like it's Yaoi. Cool.
He's with it.
And then he just wants to help. So
we're gonna draw so he made him draw a dick scene.
Yeah, so he's like, it's okay. I gave him something very tame, nothing sexual with this. Censor, it's very sexual.
I want to know what the blur was.
Wrong pages.
What's it called? What was the blur? I wonder.
Someone taking it.
No, you think it's someone taking it?
Oh, probably for sure. Basically, they go to at this convention book thing, like people like advertise their manga stuff like that. Akina and Hayakawa, they're there. One of Hayakawa's friends is there. She's like, oh yeah, is this your boyfriend? Like, no, it's not my boyfriend. He's here because he helped me draw this.
So he helped you draw
gay sex.
And he's your boyfriend.
Yes. And she's like, oh yeah, she's my girl. It's like, huh? And she thinks girlfriend while his is bestie. So you are dating? Like, no. But no, this is really funny. And then we get another dream scene. We got another thing. Takemichi, she's Shiori in a cat adoption box. All she's doing is
Takemichi.
Yeah, she's
Shinozaki.
Nah, he's Takemichi to me.
No, at least he's got a backbone. Kind of.
He doesn't cry. I will give him that.
He doesn't cry. No,
he does not cry. Oh, before that though, sorry. Shinozaki.
Yes.
Basically, it's the new year. Basically, invites Shiori to basically hang out, go out together,
Yeah.
go to this thing. All right, great. I love to. Cool. I'll see you then. And then we see Shinozaki's sister.
Unknown.
Yes.
What her name is?
Yukata.
Yukata?
Yutaka.
Yutaka.
Yes.
That's the same thing as the fucking as the garment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, she's like scolding her brother. So, who are you going out with? Who is this? Is this a girl? I thought you were gay. Like,
No, she's like, finally Ototo-kun has a girl. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. And then we get the dream. We get basically Shiori's a cat, meowing, rub it on him, like pet me. As they get closer, he wakes up again.
Manage your text again.
Don't worry about it.
Meanwhile, on the other side of Japan,
she's going for it. She's like same scenario, but she's thinking to herself like, "Why am I? Am I reincarnated as a cat?" She doesn't really. She can talk in her thoughts, but she can't talk outside of it. It's like, it's me. It's your senpai. Love me, pet me, give me snacks.
Love me.
Yep, and Shinozaki like picks her up and all that. About how cute she is. And she wakes up.
And gets a text message.
And he's telling her.
Creepy ass motherfucker.
I just want to see him in bed next to him as they wake up.
Isn't there some sort of like anime that like does that where like a guy like can like walk through dreams and shit?
There's one somewhere.
Somewhere like that, right? I feel like that's
I just want to see him in bed next to him going, shh, go back to sleep. Let's pat the head. Go back to sleep.
I'm not here.
Yes.
I'm not here.
It's like, don't worry about the dream.
We'll talk about it at work in private.
Yes. Like it's not. It's off the clock. So it's not considered harassment.
This is great ASMR we're doing.
Yes. So we get to the actual day, a real time for once. Basically, Shiori, Takuma, they're hanging
Wait,
out.
you didn't go over the personality test?
Was there one?
Yeah. So when what's her face?
Sister?
Yutaka. Yeah. When Yutaka, what's it called? Was like trying to find out more about who this mystery girl was. He's like, all right, time for a personality test. And he goes to Shinozaki. She goes to Shinozaki and was like, all right, you see 3 animals. You see a dog, a tiger, and Shinozaki's like, these are weird options, or a kitty. Which do you like the more? Kitty. And he's like, the kitty. Okay. You see a angry kitty. You see, no. He's like, what? She goes, what type of kitty do you like? Do you like smiling kitty, fluffy kitty, or cute kitty? And he's like, all 3. And she's like, okay. And then, so she's like, oh, you like, so you like a cat, a fluffy, smiling, cute cat. That's your type of girl. Okay. Now, with this information in mind, we head to the date.
Yes. They're hanging out. They're having a great time, these two. And we see... Who do we see first?
Katase, right? Senpai?
Yes. And... No, that's right. We got Shinozaki, Shiori. Did we see Akina and Hayakawa?
Yes, afterwards.
Yeah, we see them. And
who's hiding behind the telephone pole, Matt?
Yutaka.
Yes, she decided to creep on her brother after her brother told her mom, "I'm going out with some friends, with some coworkers to the shrine on New Year's." Wait, did you also remark? I also missed that. Did you remark about the conversation that Katase and Shinozaki had on the phone, which is why they talked about the little girl, or talked about how she's got a girl?
I believe so. Yeah, we talked about how they're gonna arrange this, how they're gonna arrange the meeting up.
No. Before that, so they had a conversation. Remember, they had the conversation, and they're like, it was about New Year's. She's at the home, and she's like, "Oh, should I call him? It's fine. He's my kohai. I can call him." So she calls him mad late. It's like 10 o'clock at night, And she's like, I'm sorry for calling you late. Just wanted to like wish you Happy New Year to my favorite kohai. And then, they start reflecting on like, I appreciate you being my kohai so much. And Shinozaki gets nervous, but then he's like, I wouldn't want to have any other senpai but you, senpai. And they both like are like blushing over the phone and stuff. And they're like, all right, well, have a good night. You too. And that's when Yutaka comes in and is like, oh, who was that? You look all happy. It's a girl, right? You little fox. You sly son of a bitch. Monday. You're stealing money from the territory every
time you get paid, you're stealing from the promotion Monday.
Anyway, so now, like I said, he sees she sees Yutaka behind the telephone pole, sees Shinozaki and Katase, and he is immediately overwhelmed with how cute she is. And so what does she do, Matt?
Which one? Shiori?
No, Yutaka.
She's two Shioris. Like, so
she runs over and grabs her and starts snuggling her. Like, you are the smallest, cutest little thing, aren't you?
Like, you are so tiny.
And everyone's like, what the fuck? Shinozaki's like, Michan, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm keeping her.
Yeah, she's like, can we take her home? No, you can't take her home. What the fuck?
But yeah, and then she fucking calls her One. He calls her One-chan.
Yeah, One-chan.
And so she's like, so when you two get married,
right?
I want to get the speech. Akina's like, no, it's gonna be me.
No, because Akina was like, he's like, oh, don't you want them to get married? Because then you get a little tiny little.
Yeah, and they know each other too. So,
huh?
And they know each other.
Do they?
Akina and yeah.
How?
No, because she's also an office worker. They probably cross paths somewhere.
Oh, I'm like, I didn't get that.
So I'm pretty sure they met somewhere.
And then Hayakawa like goes over to like, she's always like that, aren't you?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. But yeah, that ended with that little banter. This started to get good. Like, I think this was my favorite episode of the show.
I agree. This is the best episode of the show for sure. I've always liked it. I've liked it more than you do. I agree with you. It's not quite at a 4. I don't know if it'll make it there, but this was really solid and it's really cute. Although I did make the remark to Starman as I was watching Love is Hard for Nataku. I was like, Love is Hard for Nataku so far. I'm only on episode 5 or 6 of 12 is so good. And I feel like anime like that with the whole office worker like vibe, I feel like the ones that I have seen so far in relation to the first 6 episodes that I've seen of Love is Hard for Nataku, it doesn't match. Like, Love is Hard for Nataku is like really really good, and everything else that I've seen that's similar to that just doesn't stack up, even though I've seen all those series completely, and I'm only halfway through this one, but I'm like, it's just so good. So like that whole office worker vibe, yeah, I think like Love is Hard for Nataku is up there, but Tiny Senpai is still solid, still enjoy it, but if you compare it to something like that, it is less than, at least in, in my terms.
But I will say it is extremely cute. That's what's kind of selling it.
It is the adult romance. There's progress that's made from both couples every single episode. The comedy is there for me. It's solid. It's super solid.
Yeah, I mostly get the comedy from the manager.
Yes, it's most of the comedy from the manager, but it's still solid.
Shiori as a cat, it kind of gets a little annoying. Like, it's like stupid. Like, it's. But we get it. You're cute. We get it. You're cute and tiny.
Yep.
You are blowjob height.
You are blowjob height. I am done. But what about Paizuri height? Probably, right?
I don't figure.
Big enough.
Do they reach? Does she reach? Does the chest reach that? Maybe if you're sitting down, but like standing up.
Well, still, perfect.
I mean, if you're sitting down, definitely, yeah.
She got Paizuri boobs, so
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
They're there.
They are there. All right, this one I hardly remember. Liar, liar.
By the way, that was the end of Rom-Com Hour, and it was about 45 minutes, and that was with me bullshitting.
Yep.
Not bad.
Because Happy Marriage is not rom-com. We're going to give it a feeling a little bit.
Yes, we always give it love.
We got 6 more, by the way.
All right. May make it under 3 hours.
That's it. I don't remember Liar, Liar.
So basically with Liar, Liar, the episode starts off with the fake Saionji having a conversation like, oh, how dare you use my name, you fake Saionji, like,
Yeah, basically she's calling the other one the faker.
Yeah, and then they're gonna have like a battle in between the battle, and basically the fake Saionji needs to beat Hiroto. And if she doesn't, then fucking she's gonna go public that you're a fake Saionji. She's gonna like, do lewd things, pretending that she's Saionji, so she embarrasses her. And she's like, oh, and if what's it called? If I win, I'm the real Saionji, you have to be gone. If you win, I'll get out of your hair. If Hiroto wins, he can decide what he wants to do with me.
Yep.
So they kind of
seems reasonable.
Yeah, they have this planned out, and then eventually they have a meeting basically to go over like the preview tasks, etc., etc. Hiroto's using 2 of his 3 stars. He's not using the Lie Star. It's kind of unapplicable in this stage. So he's using the green star for predicting, and what is it? The blue star, I think it is for.
Yes,
it's the blue star.
Yeah.
For like the whatever magical property the blue star does. They kind of plan out what they're going to do. We find out Himeji is going to be using a special ability card that costs a fuck ton of money that the company's going to buy for her, and it'll allow her to switch abilities one time with another player on the team. So basically she'll save it for when Hiroto's in danger. And then we basically get to the first day. And the first day just mainly consists of the astral tournament. And the first day mainly consists of them like understanding like how the game works, like understanding how like their positions work. Like if you click on this and you occupy a time, it's 10 times your amount of time. So for what's her face? Sorry, 9 times, whatever it is. So no, it is 10 times. It's 10 times. So, for example, Himeji's 9 times 10 is 90, so she has to be paused for 90 seconds. Just learning the different mechanisms, like if you do an attack technique, if you do a base command, like things of that nature. So, first day comes, everybody basically just grabs a property. That's all they do is they grab a property, and then that's it. From there, they go to dinner, and they're having dinner. And they're just basically scouting out the other teams, and they start going through like each potential member like they need to worry about from the other teams. They have interaction with one person. They consider her like a fucking killer, like because she kills people. And then we get a complete plot hole because the fake Saionji comes up and talks shit, and it's not like, oh, you're here, or like, oh, what the fuck is this? Like, it makes no sense whatsoever. Like, it's not addressed. She's just talking shit, and she's just there, and that was stupid. That was like, what the fuck? What is the entire point of that? So anyway, we move on. Hiroto's like, fuck, I need to take a shower because I guess he passed out early. The other guy on the team, he's passed out because they basically decide the whole reason why she came up to talk shit is because they were trying to decide who shares a room. So Himeji was going to share a room with Hiroto since she's his maid. But then it was decided like girls are with girls, guys are with guys. That's that. So Hiroto ends up passing out early. He wakes up and he's like, fuck, let me shower. So he goes into the men's bath, takes a bath, comes out, sees a little girl. We don't know her name, I believe. Or did they mention her name? I have it here. It's Sumugi. But anyway, she's trying to reach for some sort of like candy that's available after you take the shower. So she can't reach it though. Hiroto comes over, grabs the candy, and says, "Oh, little girl, like, shouldn't you be in bed? What are you doing?" And she's like, "No, I'm here for the event, like a side event that's within the event, some random shit." And she shows her card, like, oh, she's staying at the hotel. And so Hiroto's like, "All right, cool, kid. Have a good night. Appreciate talking to you." And the little girl, Sumugi, is like, "Hey, play with me." And he goes, "Huh?" So they start like they go to an arcade, they do all these random things, blah 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 blah. And eventually she passes out mid-game after he wins her a bunch of toys and stuff. They just have a good time. Just completely random as fuck for now. No reason why, but they have a good time. He brings her back to the hotel room. Notices that she's been eating a bunch of junk food, tells her, "Hey, you should have the buffet. Buffet's really good." And she's talking in her sleep, like, "Bring me dinner." And he's like, I guess it wasn't hurt. So I guess he brings her dinner, and then that's that. That was a complete waste of time for right now. Anyway, we get to day 2. Day 2's good. They start moving around more, and they finally encounter their first what's it called? Like, I guess opponents. And basically they want to strike a deal with the team. They're like, "Hey, we should have a joint partnership." And there's a button on your like settings for joint partnership. And so basically they're like, "Hey, we don't want to win. The only objective, we just want to make it in the top 5. We think it would be good to group with you." But what's her face? The blonde girl whose name I'm forgetting. She notices like a smug like look from one of the guys, and so she just goes on the attack. She attacks them. They get into a battle, And we find out basically when the day is over, they won. They won the battle. They got more territory, and that's that. And there's like little things that they put up there as well, like this team did this, this team did this, this team did this, and you can't really read it because it's weird. It is what it is. The game hasn't really made much sense to you, neither you nor I. It's just there as a piece of the plot in essence. That's inconsequential for right now. Anyway, but what happens afterwards is there's an argument between like the two best friends, like, oh, you did this last year where you randomly attacked. We ended up getting fucking killed eventually because of your like recklessness. Like, you're gonna fuck up the team if you just go out on your own that way. Like, how are we supposed to help you? And basically he overwhelms Homegirl, and Homegirl's like, don't talk to me ever again. You're such an asshole, and runs away. And so the guy goes over to Hiroto and he's like, I did the right thing, right? And he's like, well, I agree with you, but I don't think that was the way to do it, pal. And he's like, oh, fuck. And that's how the episode ends.
Yeah, just okay.
It's mid. This probably
it's lowering down a little bit for me.
Yeah, for sure. This is right now somewhere maybe in the honorable mentions. It's on the cut list, maybe. I mean, I don't have much to cut, but it's like somewhere down there for me.
Yeah. All right, let's get to Gene of AI.
Very interesting episode.
Yeah. First half, we got two things again as always, but first thing involves Kenji Goto, who is basically an old man. He fell. Was it fell? Yeah, to an accident.
Yeah, he fell down the stairs or something. He had a fall.
Yeah, his fucking AI got messed up because of it.
He had an AI concussion.
Yep, AI concussion. He is in a wheelchair. His personality got altered.
He's not very responsible. He's kind of like a vegetable in a way.
Yeah, and the only thing he responds to is his granddaughter singing.
She sings good for her.
Yep. That's the only time he acts normal or anything like that.
Yep.
And basically, his family, his son and daughter-in-law, don't want him to have surgery.
They think this is the natural part of life.
We find out why in a bit.
Yes.
But basically, this does not bode well for the Humanoid Rights Japan group under Kake. Is that his name?
I don't think his name is in Kaka, so sure, call him Kaka. It don't matter. Fine.
Kaka. But the group of the Humanoid Rights. Yeah, Kake, that's his name. He's talking to the doctor. He's talking to Hikaru about it. It's like, hey, like, they can't do this. Like, everyone has a right to be treated.
Yes.
And you really can't say no.
Because at first they were like, oh, we can get you an appointment with Michi will fix you. And the son is like, my dad.
Basically, they don't want another AI do it. It's a super
so like,
AI.
All right, you don't want to go to Michi? No problem. We'll go to a human. Pseudo-kun. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's gonna fix you right up. If I trust anybody, it's him.
Yep. So let's see what happens. So he gets him tested. Says basically he has to be reconfigured. Some stuff will be altered a little bit, but if he does it right, he'll be good as new. And then they're like, I'm not, like, we're not convinced, like, they don't know. So basically, it's like they don't want to do it. This upsets the human rights guy, rights guy. Everyone basically storms off. Risa asks him, like, do you think they'll do it? It's like, I don't fucking care.
Not my choice.
Yeah, like, I don't care.
Yeah.
If they do it, cool. If not, not my problem.
Yep.
Eventually, you find out, he revoked his human rights thing, but basically forced him to get the surgery.
Yep.
So that's what Kenji had his surgery.
Yep, he gets the surgery. He's resting. Yep. The camera crew comes,
and he's like, "All right." He said he's fine. There's no issues anymore. Reconfiguration's a success. Don't worry about it. Hikaru is talking to Kake outside, and they hear screaming. They're like, something's happened. Like, what's going on? And fucking Goto just like slapping his son. It's like you use me as a publicity stunt.
You piece of shit, son. You bastard.
Yeah, while the wife and granddaughter are like hiding in the corner crying.
Yep. So they give him a sedative.
Yep. He's knocked out.
And Kake is like, oh, like Like, what happened? Did surgery fuck up? Like, what happened? Like,
and they're like, no, like this is how he was.
yeah, he was an abusive piece of shit.
So and now he's just like, oh, I fucked up.
Yeah, and he's like, I did the right thing, right? And he's like, I only do my job. My job was to cure him. I cured him. The rest is up to y'all. And he walks away as Kake's like, fuck.
Yes.
And I love the cameraman. He's like, so do we record this?
But yeah, I really enjoyed that first half.
I did too. It was very fascinating.
Yeah,
what would you do, Matt, in that situation? You know, you have an asshole, and it's like, oh, you can fix him, but he's gonna go revert back to being an asshole. Or do you want him to be a vegetable? It's kind of tough. That was possible for you.
But also the same thing, like he's probably also senile on top of it.
I don't think he's senile.
Well, he is a little mad, so he's probably.
But he's a humanoid. You know,
but he still has like thoughts still. Like he's like he's half and half.
I don't know. I didn't really get that feel, but
no, like it is the right thing to do, but doesn't mean you're gonna be happy with it. That's the issue.
Yeah. It's like, it's
if there's a way to fix someone, yes, you want that.
It's the devil, you know.
Because you care about it. Like basically, you would think they would change afterwards, but
of course not.
But
I mean, it's the devil you know versus the devil you don't.
Yeah,
kind of, you know,
pretty much. Now we get to the second half, which is salesman Kinosaki, I believe that's his name.
Sure,
we'll go with him. But yeah, Kinosaki, basically, he's dealing with the phone with a customer, and basically they don't want to deal with humanoids, AI. They want a human.
Yep.
So
racist bastards.
Yep.
Sounds like my dad. Where are you, India? I called fucking Spectrum, not India.
Yep. So, he this is where he starts like getting depressed. He's like getting like turns in his stomach.
Yep.
He goes to the doctors to figure out what they can do. He's explaining his situation.
Yeah, he went to pseudo, not doctors. He went to pseudo in particular.
I say he went to the doctor, so which is him. He's like the only doctors.
Well, you said doctors. You said it plural, so I was
doctors, like doctor's office type of thing.
Okay, because he made it seem like he went to the other one. I'm like, no, there's
basically he went to the doctor's office.
All right, anyway.
Basically, he's like, oh yeah, we can suppress like the stomach pain, but you're not.
It doesn't help with stress. Like this is stress induced. We can fix your stomach pain, but you know, what is it? He said taking care of the symptom doesn't take care of the problem.
Yeah. Like he's still gonna have issues with his body regardless of it.
Yeah, and it's all work induced. You know?
Yeah.
So he's like, at the end of the day, he's like, you can treat it or you can get a new job. He literally says,
that was at the end, but
no, he said it also at the beginning. I feel like he said it at the beginning too.
No, if he said like it'll fuck up, make him like a little more emotionless type of thing.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, basically, I could do it, but you're gonna basically be emotionless.
Yeah, basically.
And you're not going to feel anything, basically.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want that.
Of course
he wants to be himself, obviously.
I want to be as human as possible.
Yeah.
Humanoid.
Yep. So the boss calls him in his office the next day.
Yep. No. He went to the boss and he wanted to quit.
Yeah. So it's like, because he's talking, it's like, oh, hold on, let me show you something.
Yep.
And of course, it's the same phone call with this annoying customer.
Yep.
He took him for a ride in his car.
Oh, so back up. So they're like, he basically says like, hey, we're gonna do like AI, like induce like therapy, so they won't know, or not therapy, rather like customer service. So you personally won't have to deal with angry customers anymore.
Yeah,
these other people will, and so you're out of it. You don't have to deal with it anymore. So he's like, I don't know, I still don't want to. He's like, no, just give it a shot, and then tell me what you think. So it happens. He gets the phone call. They're pissed off, but it cuts off before he could say anything because he's so preconditioned to apologizing.
He's like, no, you don't have to deal with this.
Yeah. So, but they're like, all right, whatever. He's like, you don't have to come. So basically, he's with three dudes, right? The manager of these two guys, and then these two dudes, and they're like, these two dudes are going to be the ones to take care of the apology. You didn't have to come. And he's like, it's still your first time dealing with this. I want to observe. Don't mind me. So they send the two guys in there. I guess they have like because they're quote unquote humanoids, they and there's a reason why it's quote unquote, but quote unquote they're humanoids. They have the ability to see like what they're seeing in real
That's the
time.
thing. Like that's the thing. They had human eyes, so
Yeah,
I thought they were humans. So basically, we're like, oh yeah, we're gonna send humans in to do AI's
which
job.
lends credence to the last comment we'll get to.
Yeah.
So anyway, so they send the humans out there. Basically, this asshole is just bitching about the color of the wallpaper. This isn't what I ordered. I wanted the exact color of the wallpaper.
So one of them is basically telling that you're wrong. This is actually fine. It's your lighting. It's all this. Like he's like making
tests. It shows exactly what it is.
Yep. So basically, he's like ignoring the customer, not giving the time of day.
Yep.
So a lot of this customer's pissed off.
Yep.
And then the other human just punches the other one, thinking that he was the superior. Yep. And he starts like apologizing, bowing down, pleading like, "I'm very sorry. It's not. You're right. It's not up to your standards. We will fix this right away." And this calmed the customer down. It's like, "Oh, it's okay. It's fine."
Yep. And meanwhile, fucking the guy is just like shocked. Like what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. And then the two are in the car with them. Say, "Oh yeah, this is gonna be the new tactic for them." Basically, it's the human's fault. Like, stop blaming it. And then he asked them, like,
"Are you guys
actually
humans?"
Like, and they're like,
and in a sinister smile, he's like, "That's confidential."
Yep. So,
but he obviously thinks they're robots. It makes sense given the fact that they have human eyes and they have the ability that you get to see like the same eyes, like from the perspective, the first person perspective. Yeah, that's a robot.
Yep. And so he goes back to Hikaru, and he's like, he explains what happened.
Yeah.
So he's like, okay, so what are you gonna do? Are you going to
treat the stomach pains, or are you gonna quit?
And we don't get an answer.
When we don't get an answer.
Yes. Yeah, like stuff that happens on screen for a little bit. Talk about like some. Yeah, I think they were talking about the Super Michin type of thing.
Super Michin, yeah.
So I think that's gonna be the antagonist or thing that's like gonna be a main.
I don't think it's an antagonist. I think it's gonna
it's gonna be a main thing for the plot
for sure.
So no, definitely an interesting episode.
This is so fascinating to me when I watch Gina AI because of like this is the natural progression of AI. This is truly the natural progression of your Googles, your Alexas, your Siris, like all that type of shit. It's so fascinating from that perspective.
Right. Alrighty, moving on. We got, I believe, 4. Let's go. Happy Marriage.
Pretty cute episode.
Definitely. This
takes a step back from the drama, somewhat.
Well, this is a cool down episode. That's fine.
It is.
After everything that happened, yeah, you want to cool down a little bit.
This is the women's match.
Yes. Yes. Basically, aftermath of what happened at the Saimori place.
Yep.
Mio wakes up. Kyoko like goes to her like hey, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Need anything? And she's basically talking about like, is everyone okay?
Yep.
And he's like after how they treated you, do you still worry about them?
And she goes, yeah.
And he's like, he doesn't get it, but he admires it. He still cares about people, even if they don't.
She's a wonderful soul.
She is. She definitely 100% is. And then what'd you call it? Kyoka is explaining what's good, basically what's going to be happening to people. Basically with Keto. Was that the other guy's name? Keto?
Who?
Koji. Sorry, Koji.
Okay, Koji.
Yeah, basically the father is going to.
He's an exile. The father's in exile, and the brother took over.
That's right, the brother, because he's the oldest.
Yeah, the oldest brother took over, and they're basically going to be under strict surveillance. And the Saimori household, they let go of all their attendants, and they're retreating to their mountain villa, and basically they're going to be basically a branch house of the Tatsuishi clan,
right.
underneath the brother.
And then they're like, "What happened to Kaya?" I said, "Well, Kaya got sold as a slave to."
It's gonna be somebody's bitch.
Yep, yes. She got sold to slavery to a strict family. Basically, she's gonna work. She's gonna do hard labor. That's hard times, daddy.
It's hard times, daddy.
So we go to Kaya real quick,
And of course, she's still a cunt.
Yeah, she's getting some.
I know you don't like that word, Sean. You haven't seen Happy Marriage yet. The bitch is a cunt. CUNT, capitalized, exclamation point, underline.
Let's continue. Let's continue.
Stars, all that.
Let's continue.
CUNT.
Koji checks up on Kaya. Like, is that all you're bringing? Like, and then Kaya's like, you know what? This is fine because I didn't want to marry you anyways.
Yep.
You wanted my sister. You wanted the horse.
Yep.
So basically, she's still a bitch on the way out. We go back. Mia wants to see the place because it got burnt down. Her home, basically.
Yep.
So she wants to know what happened. He gets there, and yeah, Kudo, he actually like feels sorry, like you know, like it's still in my life, and I kind of fucked up her place because she still has some memories here, even though people were assholes. And you know, she holds no grudge against him or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I'm just happy that you saved me and everything.
Yep.
She only cared about one spot, and that was the tree. I was like, that was the tree her mother planted.
Yep.
She touches it, disintegrates.
Yep.
So
the stump, not the tree, the stump.
The stump, yeah. But I was saying, but it was still the location of where the mother planted it.
And you know, it's symbolic because she went there specifically at the place that was the location of all of her torture and pain and sadness. She had one final thing there. She touches the stump. The stump is gone, but in a way, it's poetic.
It was like the weight of her shoulders.
Yeah, this is the beginning of your. This is truly the beginning of your new life with your new husband, somebody who appreciates you.
Yep, exactly. So basically, saying she's done here.
Yep,
they're going back home. Basically, Mia wants to go to classes to be more. A proper wife type of thing. And
Kyoka's like, you're already a proper girl. She's like, no, please.
Like basically for her, like she wants to do it for herself.
Yeah, I'll pick out the teacher. It won't be expensive for you.
But then Kuda's like, hey, hang on, I got someone.
Yep. That night though.
Nightmares.
More nightmares.
Yeah.
And Kyoka wakes up because he senses the magical, like
he senses supernatural. He's like, maybe there's an intruder or something like that.
Yep.
He runs in. He sees that it was coming from Mio. She's like struggling in her sleep. He goes over to her, comforts her. It's like, it's okay. I got you.
Yep.
Sleep soundly. She's fine.
Yep.
We go to the morning, and we got a new character.
The teacher.
Hatsuki Kudo.
She's hot.
Yes, she has a hot sister.
Oh, she's so hot.
Basically, she's like she's a city girl. She's not in like that type of lifestyle. She has her own thing.
Yep.
And so
she's wearing heels. I was like, wow, they have heels in 1900.
I like fancy dresses. Yeah.
No heels. She's wearing fucking heels, dude.
I was saying she's like dressed up like
she's very Western for sure.
She probably traveled to the States.
Probably.
Yeah, but she doesn't have that type of outfits like her brother has and all this.
Yep, not traditional.
Yep. So she sees me. I was like, oh, so you're the wife, huh?
She's like, she's so cool. Can I take her home?
Yeah, she's like, yeah.
Can I take her home?
Oh yeah, Kyoka was like trying to listen into their conversation. Yeah, and fucking Yuri does like he's so cute like this.
Yep.
And then and then she knows he's listening. That's why she's like, "Hey, can I have her?" Just opens the door. Absolutely not.
No, and of course, because you'd be lonely without her now, right? Yeah.
And then
he blushes, and he's like,
"I love how flustered he gets."
Yeah, it's cute because it's showing he's such a strong character, strong-willed character at the beginning, and now
he's showing like his sensitive side.
Yeah, he could be vulnerable.
Yes, sure. And it's because of her.
Love it.
Yeah, so all that part's going on. He goes to his job, and one of his subordinates come.
No, not the subordinate. That was his superior.
Sorry, his superior. He's like, "Hey, I need to talk to you."
Yep.
Like now.
Yep.
So it was like something happened. What happened? The tomb.
Because you've neglected to mention, while the nightmares were happening, he was figuring it out. There was some sort of ceremony amongst some like creepy fucking cult-like
Cult.
people,
Yeah.
right? And they basically did some incantation, and 3 beasts came out in the mountains, and they all presumably die.
Yeah.
But we don't get no other context on it.
Yeah. So basically,
Now we get here.
Yeah, it's like, hey, we gotta talk to you. Like something happened. What happened? Like the tomb,
There's been a breach of the tomb.
and it's broken. Like
There's no sign of them.
so, and now he's like, shit.
He's like, I'm taking you with me. We're gonna go to like I guess the major military base.
And basically, we're going on the hunt.
the hunt.
The hunt is on. Yep, pretty much. Very good. I like that.
No,
again.
well, you're forgetting the final piece of it. What's it called? The final piece is the same creepy guy from that thing. He's like,
oh, that's right. That was from the
Yeah.
previous episode. Like talk about like this
Yeah.
is gonna be the end of Mio.
yeah, no, not the end of Mio. He's like, this is gonna be the end. We're coming for you, Mio.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, like this is gonna be the end of her. They're gonna take her.
Yeah,
We're gonna find out about her actual abilities.
at some point soon. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
I agree. You know, I agree with Starman's point. Like, yo, they could have like been had this girl way before. Why didn't they make a move? Why did they gotta wait till she's an adult?
I guess for her stuff to develop, I don't know.
Mm.
Or they probably thought she didn't have shit. And they're like, hey, don't discard her. She has something. And now it turns out they probably knew they either sensed her nightmares or I don't know. Well, hopefully we get an explanation.
I hope she burns down Japan with her powers.
It's not Akira.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I'm probably the only person you'll know that say ugh to Akira.
Yeah, you are. All right, moving on. We got 3 more. Mushoku Tensei.
Ah, this is a great episode.
Yes, again, Rudy is still not a good person.
I love Rudy.
We start with Fitz. Basically, we started from how it was last week we saw Rudy's training thing, his morning routine. Now we get Fitz's morning routine. No glasses this time. Like basically, she gets to be herself. She's like dressed up a little bit, has a hat to like cover her face a little bit. Basically, I do my jogs in the morning. It helps me out, like check out shortcuts, alleyways, hide in, basically get the layout of the land. I go to class, but I already know this thanks to Rudy. So it's not really that interesting, but Ariel, the person she's guarding, it's for her. So she likes that she's learning.
Yep.
So, and then basically she's talking to her, and what's the guy's name that's with her?
Adoba or something
Luke.
like that.
Luke.
I don't fucking know his last.
He's
Zenoba. Oh, the other guy. Yeah. Sorry.
We're still with Fitz and the girl. So
Okay.
And then Luke. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then he's like talking about, like he's a gray rat like him. Like I wonder if he thinks about girls like everyone else in the gray rat families.
Like his daddy. Yup.
Yeah, and Rudy probably.
Well, she found out he has experience.
Yeah. But then we get to like nighttime.
I still laugh at her comment. She's like, I didn't know they get that big.
Yes.
You haven't seen full Peter Rudy. Neither is Rudy in a while, but
oh no, Peter is apparently God mode. But Fitz, she's hanging on the bed. She's like thinking about Rudy, trying to figure out if she could show her face to him.
And she's like, he's the only thing on my mind lately. That was cute. I love Sylphie.
I'm sorry, I love Sylphie.
I love Sylphie. Sylphie is for sure the best girl in fucking Mushoku Tensei.
Yeah, my friend who treats it as a religion, he loves Eris.
Oh God, why? Because she's a slore?
He likes the tsundere types.
Bro, he could fucking get hit in the face by a fucking fake Zanpakuto at your little convention. You're going with him, right? Yeah. I hope he gets hit in the face with a Zanpakuto for saying that.
But we get to the next day. Basically, a month has passed since Jewel has been in their life. Basically, Rudy's teaching her how to not do incantation.
Say Jewel?
Was that name Julie?
Julie, yeah. I was like Jewel. What the fuck?
Well, short, but
no, Jewel is not short for Julie.
Yeah. But yeah, Julie, she eventually is able to make small pebbles.
Yep.
So I was like, cool.
It's getting there.
Yep, she is getting there. Rudy's getting ready for like figurines to Julie.
Yep.
And he's like, hey, Senpakta. Zenoba.
Zenoba.
Bring me Roxy. And Zenoba, he freaks out. He's like, what's wrong? So, oh, enough. He's like, you're lying.
And
he's like, don't lie to me. And he shows the figure
crushed.
And Rudy snaps like, so what'd you do here? I trusted you with this.
I put my heart and soul into this.
Yeah, this is my goddess. You decrepit, like you broke, this is my life. You ruined.
He even showed the panty shrine.
Well, before that, but
no,
that was one of the girls when.
Oh, he showed the girls during the panty. Okay.
Yeah. So that's one he showed. But basically, this is my goddess. You insulted me. You insulted her. He's crying like, I'm sorry. And fucking Julie's like hiding. She's cowered in fear. Rudy's eyes are glowing red like a demon.
Oh yeah.
And he finally comes.
Let me get memes out of Julie on the shoulder.
Yeah, that was where we're from. Yes.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm sorry. Like it wasn't me. Like I was challenged to a duel by the Beast Girls.
Yep.
And they beat me and they broke it.
That we wagered something valuable.
Yeah. So
what was valuable to them? Fucking a slice of meat?
Probably for the dog one. Atelier, Percenta, sorry.
The dog one.
Dog and a cat. And then Rudy's like, oh, why didn't you say so?
Let's get our revenge.
Let's take care of this. I love the stance. He had the same Eris stance. Yeah. Like arms crossed, legs spread a bit. Yeah, that was Eris' stance.
Oh.
It's like, oh, okay. So
I thought her stance was missionary.
I know she's a dom in that.
No, well, he fucked her.
Oh no, but she can still top him and do the work while pin him down and just doing the work.
I mean, when they eventually fuck again, that'll be the case.
Yeah. No, she is a full on dom.
Bro, can you imagine? Like, I don't know. I don't think the manga will show it, but bro, like the hardcore fucking when they finally get together and they fuck again. Oh, that must be fucking incredible.
Yeah, but anyway, they see the Beast Girls. Say, hey, you broke something of mine. And he's like mocking, trying to interrogate him because they didn't want to do anything with it.
Yeah.
Oh, meow, meow, meow. That's what you had to say because you can't sound like a human. What are you, an idiot?
And they're like, "Oh, you asked for it, bitch."
Girl, Rinny is like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you. Let's kill him."
Yep.
So he tells Zenoba like, "Hey, take care of the other one."
Yep.
And basically he goes to her. She's like sprinting, like zigzagging type of thing. And
but he's got his eye.
Yep. So he predicts her movements and bam, palm strike gets her down.
Rotate!
Yep.
Jushin Liger would be proud.
Yep. Palm strike stomps on her like in between the chest.
Yep, and then
she's out,
shoots her with a pebble.
Bang. Pebble in the forehead. It's like white today.
Yeah, white today. That was cute.
Yeah. And then he goes on and says Zenbo, like, wait, what are you trying to do? Grapple her? Like, so he just does a mud magic.
Pebble.
Yep. And kidnapping.
Yep. Brought him back.
Julie helps with the
brought him back to Zenoba's room.
They tell the child to help.
Yep. And she's like, good morning.
Like, so, why you're here?
Yep.
He's like, no, we know what you're talking about. So, and they showed the thing, like, you broke this. Oh, what's the big deal? I'll tell you the big deal.
Yep.
Grabs a shrine, the blue light. Like, this is why. This is my deity, Roxyism. You fucked it up.
Roxy.
Yeah, Zabona does it. And even Julie does it, like, crying like Roxy.
Yeah.
It's like, you desecrate, he embarrassed me because of this. Shame on you.
And he's like, how am I going to get my revenge? And he goes and he grabs the titty.
Yep.
But nothing happens.
Yeah. Basically, it was a test to see if you get hard. But
nope.
Basically, oh, did you know I was in your tribe? They tortured me like I was naked, water on me.
Yeah.
So you don't know. And all I did was accused of a crime I didn't commit. So you know what? I'm gonna find something for you too. You know,
He's like,
you
"You want
guys-
me to do that to you?" She's like, "No." And the cat girl, "No, anything but that. I don't want."
And then the other one's like, "Oh yeah, do it to her. It was her fault." Like, yeah, it was mine. Wait, what?
What? Yo, she sold her out twice.
Yeah,
She sold her down the
twice.
river twice, bro.
Yeah.
That was
So
great.
you know what? It's like, you know what? I'm gonna step outside.
What, Puppy? You want to say hi?
Yes.
You hear him?
Yeah. Basically, it's like, you know what? I'm gonna step outside before I kill you.
Cat girl.
I'm gonna pick up a punishment.
It's cat boy, but still.
So does that. They're in the library spot, normal spot for Rudy and Fitz,
Yep.
and he explains what happened. It's like, I was like, oh yeah, like, so you didn't like. He's like, it's not sexual or anything. Like, it wasn't a sexual kidnapping, no torture.
No, I just grabbed her titty, but I didn't do anything else with the titty. I just grabbed it.
Yeah, so if it's like you grabbed the titty, like not like that, like
Oh, okay. Because there's no other way to grab a titty.
yeah. Basically, I was trying to test something, like, but it wasn't like the sexual. Like I didn't feel anything. I didn't care about it. So
like
what?
boys
Like,
now.
basically, I need your help. Your help is like I want a torture bad enough that it won't make them come for revenge.
Yep.
Like something subtle, but a little harsh.
Yep.
If it's like, I got the thing.
You see the pause?
Yeah, I see the pause.
Yeah.
But they get back.
Making the pancakes.
Yes.
The biscuits.
Making the biscuits.
Making the biscuits.
They get back to the place and they sorted themselves.
It's funny.
Yep. They're like, because let us go. Like, we'll do whatever. Just stop.
Nothing that involves baby making, though. First dating, then marriage.
Yep. And the other one's like, I just want meat.
Oh, I'll give you the meat, baby.
I just want to eat the smoked meat at home. So Rudy, he starts like, oh, fine. Like, cleans up their pantsuit.
Yep. And he looks at them, and they have no bottoms on. They're completely exposed. And he's like, I'm not that turned on.
Yeah, no, still nothing.
Oh, God.
Even with a cat and dog girl. Yep, no, nothing.
Nope.
And then basically getting the stuff back. And it's like, oh, yeah, fine. Like, you're our boss. And they say, I forgot what they said to Fitz. They called her something.
Yeah, they called her like some sort of like, I guess, an insult to elves or something, maybe.
Yeah, and then Rudy's like, sit! And they just sat down quick.
Obedient as fuck now.
Yep, obedient as fuck. He mind fucked them. And then Fitz got to them, drew some stuff in their face.
And they're like, there's a magical spell. If someone knows the spell, it'll make it permanent. You guys stay like this for 24 hours, and then I'll wipe it off when you're done.
Yep. So like even if you do wipe it off, I have the spell, so I could make this happen. But this will be the design if you call me that again or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then they eventually calm down and like and before they left, like, so Rudy, who trained you? Gishlane.
Ghislaine, yeah.
Yeah. As yeah, you're like that. So like my hands, like, yeah. Like, oh, that makes sense.
That explains it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it's just the eye.
Yeah. But in general though, but yeah. So like, you know, fine, I'll see you later, boss. And then Fitz like, oh, so this is your room, right? Like, oh yeah, like the holy shrine's here. Like, let me look.
No. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry, cat.
Yeah.
Scared the cat.
It's like, no, don't. You can look at anything else, just not that. Oh, before that, I was like, oh yeah, can't you just fix the doll? I was like, I could. Like, I should make it better.
Yeah, but it's the principle of it. Damn it.
Yeah. But I still have to prove a point.
Yes.
But yeah, Fitz is like looking around. She's on his bed. It's like, so, you want to see my face, right?
Because they're staring at each other. So he grabs a pillow, she lays on the pillow, and he's just staring at her. And it is a sensual moment between the two.
Yeah, and it's like you want my glasses off, right? It's like yeah, like you really want to see my face. And it's like she goes,
yeah, she's
shaking.
Yeah,
you got too nervous. He's like, no,
kidding.
Yeah, by the way,
he's such a cock to you, bro.
She's like, it's under the princess's orders. Like, I can't take it when I'm on duty. Can't take them off.
Yep.
And she goes. And she's like, God damn it. And then Rudy's like, you know, if she took them off, like if he took them off, I probably would have lost it.
I would have put his dick in my mouth.
Yep.
Full silky dick.
Can't believe I was in love with a chick. No, really good episode. I know Twitter's complaining about it.
Why?
Kidnapping.
Oh God, stop being soft.
The kidnapping, the torture. I said, like, he's not a good guy. That's how he is.
And he didn't do anything. He didn't put any foreign objects in their ass.
Like, he wasn't waterboarded. He wasn't just
Yeah,
took him against the will.
He didn't whip the dick out and piss on him. Like,
Yeah, they pissed themselves.
they pissed themselves. That's their piss, not his piss.
Exactly. But I get it. People don't like the start with him, but it's how he is. Again, you're not supposed to like him around this state of his life.
Oh, I do.
Well, yeah, you do. But I'm saying in general, you're not supposed to like him.
You heathen. Yes.
Pretty much. But still good episode.
Yes.
Moving on. Co-main. Bleach.
Great episode.
Great. I love this episode.
The only reason why it's not our finale, guys, is we still anticipate even more.
Yeah, basically we're saying for Ichigo and Nishi to fight.
Are we? That's
probably.
Gonna be it's a split core, no?
They're probably gonna fight in this arc.
No, he's got to defeat Yahweh first. You think that's gonna be a quick battle?
With Ishida?
No, him and Yahabak.
No, I was talking about Ichigo and Ishida fighting.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I feel like it will.
There's only 6 more episodes.
Yeah, there's 6 more.
Well, Hashwall still needs to fight what's his face? Curio, whatever fuck his name is.
Yeah.
And then you gotta defeat Hashwall, and then
but I say that's what they've been building up to, even like with the post and with the OP. Like, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Like, I don't think it. I don't know. I guess maybe the finale at max.
But basically, around whenever they start to wherever they end, depending on the episodes go, we'll save it. Don't worry.
I figured we would save it for you, Hobak.
I don't think he's gonna fight.
Yeah, he's gonna fight.
I feel like he's gonna do nothing in this part.
I feel like Ichigo's gonna defeat him, and then he's gonna face Ishida.
We got 2 more arcs of this.
Do we?
It's 4 parts. We're on part 2.
Yeah, there's like one battle. I'm sure the final battle is gonna be with them together.
That's
how all shonen is. You defeat them until like, oh, you're my best friend. Oh, you're my best friend too. We have a common enemy. Let's fight them together. Yeah, after they destroyed and killed everybody.
I think it'll end with Ishida. Yahweh's gonna do something. Or Yakaba. He's gonna do something that'll lead into the 3rd part. Yakaba will be probably more involved in that one. He'll probably go to up in the soul.
I feel like Ishida's the final boss, but okay, that's fair.
No, I don't think.
Yeah, that's fair about him going to the Soul King.
Yeah, I think part 3 will be Soul King, the Soul Kingdom,
and we still need Aizen to fucking show up because they showed him.
Yeah, they showed him. They'll get to him.
They'll figure him in.
Yeah, but anyway,
Aizen
picked up where we left off with the post credits of the last episode. Yachiru and what's the other girl's name? What was with her?
Shit.
Was it Nico?
No, give me a moment. I wrote it down. Give me 2 seconds.
The one that was the other Kenpachi.
I know. Oh, Unohana.
Unohana. Okay. Yeah, because again, there's so many fucking names in this cast list.
Oh, dude, I know.
Yeah. Basically, picked up where left off with them and the midget, the small.
No. So Unohana is the captain of that girl. The other girl, her name is. Give me 2 seconds.
Well, I said I'm talking about the little girl. That's Yachi.
Yeah, that's your whatever the fuck her name is, Yuichi or whatever. The other girl is Isane. Yachiru and Isane.
Yeah. And then the other guy, his name's Lee, the one that was like that attacked in the beginning.
Who cares? He dies.
I know. Basically, yeah, he's like doing his powers. The little girl
Yachiru
for a bit. Yachiru figured it out. But he's like, "Oh, thanks for telling me your ability, because now I can do this."
Yep.
And no, it wasn't Kenpachi yet. It was the other Quincy. What's his name? The blonde.
I don't fucking know his name either. I didn't get that.
There's too many names. I got too many names in this fucking cast.
Because I know the creepy guy was Sturm Ritter V.
Yeah, I'm talking about the one that is like the imaginations.
Yeah, no, I don't remember.
Is that unless that is V? Yeah,
No.
that is V.
Well,
Grammy.
Okay.
Yeah, I just pulled up a form post. Yeah, it's Grammy.
Grammy. Okay.
So yeah, he's there. He's in the force field with the captains.
Yep.
Like the ones that are like injured and resting.
Yeah, he's like, I killed them already.
Right, and he gets like, oh yeah, you. I'm gonna imagine you not here anymore.
Yep.
Bye.
Yep. She's gone. And then she's like, your bones are made of cookies. What do you mean?
And fucking twists her arm. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, it was pretty gruesome. I was like, oh.
Yeah, and then
shit.
we hear the building. It was a crash, bang,
explosion.
Yes. And it's Kenpachi.
He's back. And
He's joined the fight.
And Isane asks, "Oh, if you're back, is Unohana dead?" And he goes, "Yep. You want to kill me?
I killed her.
You want to kill me? You can kill me." And she goes, "Thank goodness." As she collapses from sadness.
Basically, like you killed her. That means you got what you're looking for.
You're the ultimate Kenpachi now.
Yep. Oh, so the other guy looks at him like, "Oh yeah, her. I turned her bones into cookie." Like, what the fuck's her cookie? Is this? Oh, why didn't you say so? It's like, oh yeah, you're not gonna cut me. I'm gonna imagine my body is made of iron.
Why didn't you say so? I can cut through iron too, bitch.
Yeah, no, yeah. He cuts through. He's like, oh yeah, I can cut through iron. You fucking dick.
And he's like, oh, you can heal yourself. He's like, no, I just imagined that I healed myself.
Yeah. But basically, it's just all about him and his imagination.
Imaginate.
Yeah. Oh, it's all about imagination, lad. Imagination.
That's one of the few
imagination.
Where was that in this? That should have been.
Yes.
They should have done like some sort of like orchestral version to it as he's like whimsically fucking with Kenpachi.
Yes. So basically, it's just this badass fight. He's doing his imagination things. He got to the point where Kenpachi was like drowning in the air when he jumped.
Yeah.
I imagine this spot was where you're gonna drown. You went underwater.
Yep. And then he seals the building in him, and he's like, "Oh, that was easy." Nah.
Basically, it's just his powers as being imagination, and this Kenpachi just going through like, you know what? Fuck your shit. And
bro, there's so many plot holes though. Although we did get the coolest fucking meteor scene ever in anime history, probably.
Yeah, probably one of them. Yes.
Did you ever see Naruto the Last?
Yes.
You remember when Sasuke blew through the meteor?
Yes.
That was pretty fucking impressive.
That was nice.
And it's tough. That's literally the two meteor scenes I could think of. This and fucking and Kenpachi. Yeah. Or that right.
But no, he keeps cutting from him a couple of times. I get again down like I tell you, I can cut your iron.
Yeah, you ain't shit, bitch.
Yeah, he's like, oh well, I'm gonna do this.
Yep.
But eventually, no.
So he calls a fucking meteor.
Yep.
He imagined a real life meteor.
Yeah, because basically now he's like, why do I want to win? Why do I actually want to do this?
I've never wanted to win anything.
It's like, so like I have to like this. Oh, he's overused in his imagination. Yes. And basically his insane actions. But Kenpachi just
bro, first off, hold on. So, like I said, we get the meteor scene. He calls a little meteor. He goes up. He finally reveals his Shikai.
Yep.
Nozaraki.
And it's like this giant.
It looks like a fucking scythe almost.
Right. And like bad. That was a cool visual from the picture. I was like, badass.
Yeah, it is badass as fuck. And so what does he do? He slices the meteor in half. It blows up. It's fucking incredible. And then, so what's the next thing he does? He throws him into space.
Yeah.
How the fuck does Kenpachi survive space?
It's Kenpachi, man.
That was wickedly stupid.
Yeah, the gravity, the suction is gonna suck you dry. You're gonna not bring your head's gonna explode until you die.
That should have been it.
I know, and he cuts him in half.
That should have been it, bro. When you threw him in space, that's a dub. That's a whole dub. Without a spacesuit, that's a dub. Although technically, aren't they spirits too? Technically,
yeah, I think that's why
he still felt it.
I know, but I think it's just longer. It's a little longer. That
No.
or he's just literally too angry to die.
It's such a plot hole. It's so stupid.
Yeah, but he gets out of it. He cuts him in half. The big fucking thing.
Yep.
And he like lets it out to like one final thing, like a self-destruct or whatever.
Yeah, no, he hit him with a laser beam too. Oh no, yeah, it was. He hit him with fucking. So he earlier in the battle, he cloned himself 6 times. He's like, "There's 6 of me. I'll never die." Yep. And so they fucking go full Dragon Ball Z, Krillin and the fucking little gremlin thing attached to Kenpachi. Boom! Magical Reishi explosion, big old thing. Oh, you should be blown to bits. Nah, all he did was tear his clothes. That's all he did. Big old explosion, tore his clothes. And so then as he goes, he's like, yes, I'm going to defeat you. I'm flying. I'm disintegrating. No. And Kenpachi's like, you used your imagination too much to defeat me. You defeated yourself. Congratulations. You played yourself. Insert DJ Khaled meme.
Did you see the after credit?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, basically, yeah, they're like talking to Biz like, I said I could defeat you without touching you. And it's like, you see like the little like, brain thing.
Yeah. Why did he slice the brain?
I don't know. Did he
What
say
does the brain symbolize? I was waiting for
I don't know. That's why I was like, is that guy defeat him? If he touches it, he kills him, he's dead.
Yeah, like what is the brain?
Yeah, and yeah, he didn't explain. Then he just talks about, well, I never imagined it would be like this.
Stab the brain.
Like, yeah, he's like, and he like slowly disappears.
Dissipates, and it's like, that's why I didn't want to close it, because I was like, I don't want to close with that. That's.
I fucking love Kenpachi though.
This was such a fucking mindfuck with how like stupidly like OD he is, OP he is, and then fucking just the plot hole of like, I think that's what got me. I was like, what the fuck is going on when he fucking cut through, when he went into space and like, oh, he's dead, he's in space, he's done. Psych. It's so fucking ridiculous. It was too funny. That was like me. That was like, it was almost like me laughing at like fucking Chainsaw Man 2.0 on AEW last week.
Yeah.
Except this was cooler. Way far, a billion times more cooler.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck's happening?
That's what I wrote on Twitter. I was like, I LMAO'd, but not in a good way.
Yeah, that was.
You saw Jeff Jarrett defended it?
He'll defend anything. He's very optimistic. If you listen to his podcast, he's very optimistic.
Oh, I love his podcast, but this
I do too. As I said, I hate you. Why? You made me like Jeff Jarrett because of this. Because he brought up creative is subjective. That's actually true.
Yeah,
and people learn that now.
For fucking sure. Side note, I heard that what's it called? Shinsuke Nakamura had a great promo in Japanese.
Don't just be like that. Just be like that. Have the subtitles.
Yeah.
He really whispered. He says he knows about his back, his legit back issues. Shame he's not going to win.
Of course not. Also, I had a porn star just reply to me on Twitter, a real one. Nice.
Hook up?
No.
I know, but just give him one win.
It'll be a non-title win, of course.
Well, they're fighting the payback for the title. So, apparently Chad Gable beat Gunther via countout.
He's not going to win.
No, you know what, though? That people still popped. Apparently, he gave a German onto the barricades.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, you know what? It's a good way for him to retain the title and gives Gable a fucking ton of momentum in general because he needs it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I love Chad. He's a really good worker.
He would be great in AEW.
Yeah, but they're actually using him now, so probably gonna be a while.
For sure.
Unless they release him.
I keep staring at Core Jade's titties.
All right, main event time. Rurouni Kenshin.
Solid episode.
Yeah, so Jinei is talking to Karu, basically why he's explaining why he's basically doing this. He wants him to be his Batosai, his old Batosai self, the manslayer. That's what he wants because he met him when he was an actual soldier years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And Kenshin stroked fear in his heart. He was the only one that lived.
Mm-hmm.
and he wants to get that. He wants to get that fight. He wants to get that big fight. He's like, you know what? If he's gonna be how he is now, I can definitely beat him. But I want Batosai Kenshin to make it legit. That's why I did this. So if he's not here at midnight, I am killing you.
Hitokiri Batosai.
Yep.
I love the way he says it.
Yes. And then Kenshin shows up. He has this glare on his face. And he's not talking like Yoda. He's old Batosai self.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, he's like, you know what? Let's fucking fight.
Mm-hmm.
We get a great fight. Slash and knife the back and forth with the sword. Jinei has the speed, but Kenshin has the instincts.
Mm-hmm.
But he slips a little bit, gets stabbed in the arm, armpit area. And this makes Kenshin go to a little bit more serious. And fucking hits him in the face with his reverse blade. Breaks his nose.
Yep.
That gets him out for the count for a bit. And he breaks his nose back into place. And he's pissed off.
Yes.
And then during this, he sees Kenshin in his old stance.
Yes.
There's like this legendary stance.
Yes.
Basically, if he gets hit once, it's a one-hit kill.
Hi.
Then he's looking at it like, if I dodge this, he's vulnerable and I can kill him.
Mm.
So it's like, he's like, I can do this. So let me, I got it. I can do it. Let's go. He charges in with his speed. Kenshin does the move. He moves out of the way. He's like, ha, victory's mine. And the Kenshin grabs the sheath, hits him, breaks his elbow. He goes flying.
Yep.
He basically lost. He can't do anything.
He'll never swing a sword again, according to Kenshin.
Basically, he's like, nope, we're not doing this. Like, it's over. And basically, his glare, the change of his voice, the tone.
Yep.
It's heartless. And Karu just sees it like, no.
I love this until fucking Karu made him go back to fucking nice fucking pacifist fucking Kenshin at the end.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, that's not Kenshin. That's the Kenshin I know. That's not the Kenshin I admire.
It's the Kenshin we need.
Yeah. But yeah, then Jinei's like, you know what? Kill me then. Like I lost. You gotta kill me then. Kenshin's like, but Tosai's back if I kill you. There's no going back if I kill you. So he's about to go down. He's striking the sword while going on the Shinnippon to Karu. That's what they're fighting for. Basically, you gotta kill me in this time. You gotta kill me or else she dies.
She strangles. Strangles to death.
Unless she has the will to fight out of it.
The will to live.
Yep, and she actually does. She with her nearly her last breath, she screams Kenshin.
Kenshin
gets in the snap out of it. He goes over to her, it's okay, helps her out a bit. And then Jinei's like, you know what? I'm not having this.
Fucking seppuku.
Yep. He's like, you know what? I'm not living with the shame because you gotta kill me. Fine, I'll kill me. Does this.
But in death, he reveals something interesting.
Yes. Was about his people he's working for, right?
Yeah, he said somebody in the magistrate's office requested a Batos.
I did this.
No, Hirokiri.
Hitokiri.
Yeah, somebody requested a Hitokiri, and he's like, I'm not the only Hitokiri out there. So, good luck, kid. Dies.
He's like, I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you who it is.
Yep, dies.
Yeah, and then Kenshin is talking to Karu,
and he's like, let the police deal with this.
Yep. And yeah, Karu's like, please don't do that again. He's like, no, I don't. And he doesn't want to. That's his old life. He doesn't want to do that.
Yep.
As this, okay, I'm here for you. I'm not going anywhere. I want you. So the romance is going to slowly develop.
Ow. Yeah.
So I love this.
Well, the episode ends officially with she asked for the cloth back now that they're all safe. Yeah. And he hands her the cloth. The cloth is all bloody because it was on the same side.
And then she looks like what happened? It's bloody. I'm sorry.
He's like, "What are you gonna do about it?"
Yeah, because where it was like, yeah, it's where he
Yeah, it
got
was just,
stabbed.
yeah. So they're running in the streets of Japan as the sun rises. Then the episode.
Yep. No, I enjoy this. I think I did a little bit more than you did because from the old school.
I enjoy the episode. I don't like pacifism in anime. Like if you're gonna give me somebody who's like a killer, give me the killer. I don't want anything else. I really don't. I don't appreciate the fucking whole pacifism shit. I don't.
I know you don't.
I don't.
But no, they did a great job with this. I love the fight. Jinne went down like a badass. I can't wait for Samurai X. This guy's gonna be fucking great. They do it.
Every time you say Samurai X, I always think to myself Samurai Jack.
No. Well, that would be a cool fight. Samurai Jack and Kenshin.
That would be fucking wicked, right?
I don't know who I would go for though.
I saw Samurai Jack as a kid. We were Samurai Jack.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know because Jack is really good. So was Kenshin.
No, Kenshin's great.
Yeah.
Bound with a check. Bound with a check. Say, hold on.
Maybe. You know what? It might be Kenshin. If he's like Batosai style, probably him. Then that.
Oh yeah, if it's Batosai Kenshin, then forget it.
Yeah, he would win.
Oh yeah.
All right, closing thoughts.
It was an alright week.
Yeah, decent week. A couple really good episodes. Some were just hit and miss, especially the rom-com hour.
Honestly, you know, all things considered, when it comes to the rest of the shows, honestly, for me, like the only things that continue to like just move themselves further from the back. Jujutsu Kaisen hasn't been back in 3 weeks, and it's already just so clear and above everything. Yeah, it's clear and above everything else. It made me miss Zom. I want to see more Zom. Bleach is at the head of the pack for me, and so is Mushoku. Like there's literally 3 of my top 5, and Spellblades. I'm enjoying Spellblades so fucking much. I am enjoying it so much. That is probably going to be my surprise of the season. Probably. Spoiler alert.
But yeah, a lot of locking from rom-coms this season. The only really good one was Tiny Senpai.
Yeah. No, honestly, I just think about it now, bro. Like, I think my 5 is like relatively set. Honestly, my 5
it's just the order for you.
It's just the order, but my top 5 set. Zom in the top 10, flush, and then everything else is kind of like we'll see.
Yeah. But yeah, can't wait for more when we actually get to it. We're gonna be wrapping it up here.
Under 3 hours.
Yep. We'll figure out when we're gonna record next week, because probably Thursday or Friday next week, so we can talk about Jujutsu Kaisen before I go away on my con.
Yes, so that'll main event next week probably.
All right, it depends how the episode goes. But guys, we talked our cake. We had our cake. We are full of cake. You can follow him on Twitter at Showstopper24. You can follow me on Twitter at DamianPhoenix12. Follow our thing at Talk the Kēki. We have a link tree for where we listen to your local podcast. We have iHeartRadio. We have Spotify. Colin Thompson does not owe us money. We're on Spotify, Apple Music.
Then that would mean that we're making money.
Yeah. That would be nice. But yeah, we're also on YouTube. If you want to check out the video, follow it on the W2M network. We are on there. Or just type in Talk the Kēki, where we'll be on the front page easily.
Always.
Yep. Also, if you wanted to search for us on Google, where you're finding random websites, you can do that. Just type in Talk the Kēki at Google. We want to thank W2M Network and Chairshot Media for hosting us. Chairshot Radio, always use your head. And then add W2M Network for that. We want to thank Sean, our editor, as always. Give them your Instagram so we can go home.
Yeah, so you can follow me at my public Instagram now at AI_anime24. That's I24. Again, I have consolidated my podcast.senpai. Instagram no longer exists. I will probably change up the iAnime24 to make it more public facing so that way you guys can check it out. But yes, do check that out. You can follow our Talk the Kēki Instagram at TalkTheKeki. That's Talk the Kēki. Again, as Matt said, all of our socials have link trees where you can follow us wherever you get your local and national podcasts, as well as our other endeavors that we have on there. Let's go home.
All right, guys, we'll see you hopefully next Friday. Arigato, anatu faku, and sayonara.
Later, minasan!
Bye bye.
Welcome to Talk the Kēki. Not an